amazing. The Michael Decon program. Is the embassy.
Man, you are not here to speak, you are here to suck the cock. So if you do your job, come back and tell me what's going on, bitch.
And welcome back, boys and girls, for yet again another live edition of the Michael Decon program. Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. It's been a while. Where you been? Where have you been? Where have I been? Been around the block. It's good to see you out there, yes. Very, very nice. Absolutely. Yes. Oh my goodness, yes. How's everybody doing out there? It's Saturday. Can you believe that? I know I can't. Yeah, it's just like old times all over again. It is Saturday night. Old school. And of course, I am joined by my co-host, the one and only Mr. Myke Hideous. Myke, how's it going, my friend?
Hello, Michael. How's it going with you?
It's going good.
Good.
I can't complain.
From allergies.
You're suffering from AIDS.
No, I'm suffering from allergies. So if I sound a little stuffed up, it's because I am.
Stuffed up? Well, that is horrible, Myke.
Plus, we're getting ready for a snowstorm. It's going to start, I think, after midnight.
Yeah, you see, that's the problem. You're out there in the cold, you're getting sick all the time.
Oh, I'm not sick. I just have allergies.
Well, sick, allergies, that's the same thing, Myke.
No, it's
same
not.
thing.
No, it's not.
In my mind, it is.
Anywho, we're going to get 10 inches of snow after we had like about a week of warm weather. Weather like in the high 30s and mid 40s. Started melting the snow that we got, what was it, like 4 or 5 weeks ago?
Oh, I'm sure
we
you're going
had
to get 10 inches, that's for sure.
We had 21 inches of snow, and then we had warm weather, and it rained, and it started melting it. I finally started seeing some earth again.
How are you going to take 21 inches, though, Myke?
how am I going to take it? I'm going to hand it off to you.
Are you going to bend over and take the 21 inches?
No, I was going to hand it off to you, and you're going to kneel down and say thank you.
Well, I don't got 21 inches on me. I'm not. I don't play for the NBA, Myke.
I'm not.
I'm not. I had to think about it. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm not packing that much.
No, wait, so check it out, bro. So, like, after all that snow melted, I mean, we still had it, but it melted a lot of the snow that we had, the 21 inches. But now we're going to get 10 tonight. It's going to snow again Wednesday, another 5 inches. Thursday, I think 3 inches. And then Friday,
good God,
probably 1 or 2 inches more. So, yeah, we are going to get fucking clobbered this week. I'm so done with this fucking winter. I'm done. Holy Christmas.
I don't blame you, Myke. I don't blame you at all, my friend.
Big watermelons.
Oh, you saw that?
Oh my God, they're gigantic.
Yeah, someone in the chat's telling you to move.
You know, I
think it's
can
time.
appreciate that when
I think it's
people
time
say
you move,
that.
my friend.
You know, I just bought this house. I'm kind of attached to it. It's got a lot of nostalgic history with, you know, my family used to come here when they owned it as a vacation house.
I see. It sucked you in.
I wouldn't say it sucked me in. After I moved here, like once my mother was gone, like my family stopped coming up here after 2011, and I decided at 2014 to ask my father if I could move up here, and he gave me his blessing, and I moved up here, and I fell in love with the place because of the animals and it's just beautiful. All the animals, trees and the woods. Say again?
I said the animals, the trees, the lack of neighbors. I mean, it sounds
I got
pretty
neighbors.
Good. I mean, but they're far.
Neighbors.
Yeah, but they're far away from you.
No, they're not.
I thought they were.
No. I've got neighbors. It just so happened, like my neighborhood looks exactly like any other neighborhood that has houses within like about I would imagine like a 30 to 50 foot separation of property. The only difference is my neighbors directly across the street from me, my left and my right, they only come up periodically. But everybody else I know. They're usually, those people live here on a more steady basis like me.
Oh, I see. Very nice. Very nice.
It's not too different.
Right on. Well, somebody suggested you move to El Centro.
It's nice, but when the Mexican-American War starts, I don't want to be anywhere near the border.
They might not like Italians out there. That's for sure.
Yeah, no. Yeah, they'd call me a white boy.
They'd call you everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Probably even worse. You never know.
So I was looking at the Trump on the bobsled or whatever that is.
Myke, you get too distracted here.
I'm sorry.
You're way too distracted here.
You put this new stuff on, I have to look at it, and I'm laughing. It's funny.
You're forced. I don't blame you. Yeah, distracts me too.
I thought about moving, bro. But like I said, I like it here, and it's got nostalgic memories for me and my family, and I don't have a family anymore, really.
Wah! I don't have a family.
Fuck you.
Wah! Joking. Well, Myke, we are your family.
Thank God.
We are your family, Myke. You forget. You forget that you are loved here.
I have a question for you. You ever do any food shopping at all?
Of course.
Okay. When you go into the food stores that you shop at, do they provide you with a plastic bag?
Not at all. Not here. You gotta rock paper.
Isn't that funny? Because they don't want to give anybody plastic bags. In fact, I think they even want to make you pay for them in some places, like 10 cents or 5 cents for a plastic bag. Yet everything you buy is in plastic.
It's pretty ironic. It's pretty messed up. Yes, it's a sad ordeal, unfortunately, but that's the way they want to rock it. It's pretty gay.
Like, people believe it. They're like, oh, I'm going to use my own. Look, I'm a dork. I use my own, shopping bags. not the plastic ones, like actual canvas ones. So when I go there and I see somebody who doesn't have bags with them and they don't have bags at all, they're like, what the hell am I supposed to do? I don't have any bags. I got to buy plastic bags. And I'm like, yeah, it makes no sense because everything you have here that you're buying is in plastic. Everything.
Everything, yes.
It's such bullshit. Such a lie.
No, I agree.
Okay, sorry, had to get that out.
No, it's all right. I definitely do agree. And it does get kind of annoying. But it's good to bring something like that. Other people I see bringing a backpack, by the way, that looks a little suspect.
Yeah.
At least if I do it, it looks pretty suspect.
Yeah, if you're wearing a hood. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm wearing a hood. Trayvon Martin style.
Yeah.
Trayvon Martin, they shot him like a dog.
Chevron Martian.
That's what I think. Who was saying that? They shot him like a dog. Was that Jesse
Trump.
Jackson? Was he saying that?
Well, I know Trump has said it a couple of times, but not about Chevron Martian.
It could have been my son, Myke. Trayvon.
That's right. Could have been. Looked just like Michelle Obama.
He looked just like me.
Did he?
Yeah.
I don't think
I
so.
was black.
You.
That was my son, Myke.
Yeah.
My own child.
Oh my God.
But yes, they have robbed us of everything here in this country, Myke. It's completely sad. Very, very sad, Myke. But yes, I'm glad you're here, Myke. I'm glad everyone's here, by the way. It's good to see some familiar names in the chat room. And of course, those who will check us out later on the podcast version of the program. And of course, if you can't stay here, definitely sign up to the podcast rendition of this program. We would love that. At least I would. Myke, probably not so much. I don't think Myke cares.
Well, it's your show. You're running it.
That's true, but you're a part of it, Myke.
Yeah, but they're not signing up for me. They're signing up for you.
They're signing up for you, though, Myke.
No, they're not.
Yes,
they're signing up for you.
They love
No.
you. They're here for you, Myke.
No.
I'm not the star of the program here tonight.
No. Nope.
No. Well, Myke, again,
Nuh-uh.
I'm glad you're here, though, my friend. It's always
Thank
nice
you.
to have you here on the program and to do
Likewise.
it on a Saturday night, my friend, like old times.
Yep.
It feels
Did anybody hear
nostalgic.
Michael? I'm sorry, Mike. Go ahead.
I was just saying, it feels nostalgic doing it on a Saturday.
does.
You know, it's nice. It's pleasant.
Been a long time.
It
Did
has.
anybody hear Michael Decon on my program?
I'm not sure if anybody heard that, Myke. At least the people
If
here.
anybody's interested, Michael was on my podcast, Hideous Diversion, last week. I think it was episode 43. Anyway, in case you're interested, you can check it out.
I actually really enjoyed being on
We
your
had
show.
a good time. I really had a good time with that. We really talked about a lot of stuff, and
We did.
I have to admit, you were far more talkative than I expected you to be. I didn't know how you were going
Really?
to react because you've always said that you don't like doing interviews. I mean, that's what you've told me.
Well, it's true. I don't.
Yeah. So I was kind of, I didn't want to do an interview. I wanted it to be a casual conversation between us.
I see.
And it ended up being exactly that.
It
And I was
turned out
very happy.
great. Turned out great. I had a good time. We talked about different things. I couldn't really get too deep into other things that you had asked me, by the way, so I kept it slightly vague.
Yeah.
There's some weird stalkers out there, by the way. So I can't really tell you everything that I'm involved in because there's people out there that are retarded. And they want to cause me
Indeed.
harm. You know, they want to ruin
Indeed.
things for me, but most of the time most of the time they try, but they're not successful in that in any regard. But I have to keep some things on the DL, as they say, on the down low, Myke.
Yes, sir. I agree.
But yes,
Either
everything's
way.
good.
Either way, it was a really fun time, and thank you very much for coming on. I hope you'll come on again sometime.
I'll come again.
Yeah.
I
I'm
will.
coming.
I'm coming all kinds of times here.
They said don't come, but I'm coming.
I'm coming. I'll come before everything. But yes, I do want to thank anybody out there who did listen to that. And yes, go to Mike's channel on the JWTube, the Tel Aviv sponsored YouTube. Go there and search Hideous Diversion, I believe, is the name of the program.
Yeah. Somebody's out there asking for a link. Basically, just go to Hideous Diversion on YouTube and go to the Hideous Diversion account and just look for episode 43.
Right.
And it'll say Michael Deacon. Yeah, it should say Michael Deacon in the written part, in the headline.
Absolutely. And somebody mentioned a name I haven't seen in ages, Dynamo Hum. That was this weird lesbian broad, by the way.
Weird lesbian broad.
Yeah, she was living in someone's basement or something pretty bad. But that was a blast from the past. I did not expect to see that name here. It threw me way the hell off.
That's tonight? They're there tonight?
Oh, no, they're not here tonight. I'm just saying they threw a name out there.
Oh.
That brought up some memories from yesteryear, Myke. And speaking of yesteryear, as I told you on your show, Myke, I've known you for a long, long time.
That's right.
I can't believe it.
Yeah. I've known you longer than I was married.
Really? So we're basically an item then.
That's pretty much it. We're going steady. You're my common law wife.
Wow, I'm the wife. I've always wanted to be a wife, yes.
Did you?
That's pretty incredible. The Maron.
Maybe we're just common law. What would it be? Common law fluid genders?
Fluid, yes. Yes, we are allowed to get married here in California, Myke.
We're fluid, cis, common law fluids.
There you go. We're something, that's for sure.
Something.
Whatever
like
it is,
that.
that's what we are, yes.
Whatever the in thing is this week.
That's right.
What we are.
Yes. I'm gender fluid.
I am full of fluid.
Yes, you're full of liquids.
All kinds of liquids, sticky liquids.
That's right. So, Myke, yes, lots to discuss. We have a plethora of topics to get into. And
I love a plethora.
Yes, sir. And of course, we have one. Well, not just one, but many things to discuss here. And, I didn't mean to pick that photo up there. I'm going to put up this photo here. There we go. That's the right one. I'll put the other photo later. That's for that's for the freaks out there. We have a lot of freaks out there, and we'll throw that one back up, bud. First, we have to. First, we got to talk about Myke. Shut the fuck up.
Sorry.
I'm kidding. But yes, look at this handsome man in front of us there, Myke.
Okay.
Look at that beautiful Trump. Look at that.
The guy with the little hat on his head.
I was gonna say it looks like a sombrero.
It looks like a party hat.
It also looks like a smoke detector, by the way.
Oh, I'm talking about the guy on the right with the little.
That's a party hat. Yes.
Sombrero.
It does. I'm not kidding. Look at that.
Oh, Madon.
But yes, Myke, if you have not heard, President Donald J. Trump says he's ready to crack open the vault on UFOs or UAPs, whatever you want to call them, and whatever else has been buzzing around pilots' heads for the past 70 years, Myke.
I'm looking forward to that.
So am I. But I gotta wonder, Myke, do you think this might just be another distraction?
No.
From the Epstein nonsense going on? And I say nonsense because it's crazy.
I'll be the first to agree with you. The entire administration, particularly Pam Bondi and Kash Patel, did not handle releasing the files properly. I think Pam Bondi should be fired. I think Kash, what's his name? Patel should be fired.
The bug-eyed freak.
I think they're not doing a good job. Or I think they've been. I think they've been. What's the word? Paid for. They've been cornered, so to speak.
They've been compromised. Compromise
is the word. Thank you. I was lost.
That's all right.
I think they've been compromised, in my humble opinion. But I don't, especially Pam Bondi, I don't think she's a good speaker. I don't think she's handling things well. She needs to get out. Now, I got to ask you, Michael, what's your opinion on Trump and the whole business with his name in the files? What is your opinion on
Well, we're going to get into that here.
it? Okay.
We're going to get into all these sort of things. And yes, I agree. They all got to go to jail, in my opinion. All of them. Dan
The pedophiles.
Bongina, Kash Patel, the bug-eyed freak.
Why do you say Dan Bongino? What do you think he did?
Well, nothing. That's the problem.
Oh,
I mean,
okay, fire him anyway.
He talked all this shit for a long time before he even got in there. He was saying this, that, and the other. They were going to take down the pedophiles. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. And essentially, he didn't do a fucking thing.
And that's why he quit, because he knew something was up. They were probably, metaphorically speaking, probably holding a gun to his head to say, look, you can't say anything like this. And I say that only because
we truly don't know, though. But yes, that maybe that is a possibility, though. You're not wrong.
Let's face it, Michael. People who say things against certain organizations such as CIA, FBI, Mossad, KBG.
Myke, you're telling me, my friend. I know this.
They end up going to sleep forever.
Yes. So he might have been threatened. Absolutely.
Just a thought, you know?
Yeah, but none of these people are doing anything. Unfortunately, I think we need to get rid of everybody.
So essentially the release of, 3 million pages that they put out?
Something like that, give or take, yes. And an additional few other millions out there and a few other redacted files that are still yet to be released as well. Some even deleted, some not even included in this sort of dossier.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but
you're wrong.
Didn't I hear that it was the FBI who redacted all that information?
I believe so.
Yeah. See, there's something up with the FBI.
That just implicates everybody, unfortunately.
Exactly.
And yes, that's why there's so much secrecy. And Trump himself even said, it's going to hurt all my friends.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's pretty shady, Myke.
Well, I didn't see that exact clip that you're talking about where he said that. Did he say friends?
Correct.
And when did he say this? Is this recently? I didn't see
this.
That's
was about a month or so ago.
Okay.
Maybe even 2 months ago. But yes.
I'm just wondering, I say this only because I think, sometimes he says things and I don't think he means exactly what he's trying to say in that sentence out loud. It's just me, but that's my opinion. Maybe he said it in a way like, because he is a devious person when it comes to holding information and trolling.
He's a known liar, by the way. Even Jeffrey Epstein has said that about him.
Yeah, I don't know.
And many other people have said that about Trump throughout the years.
Perhaps. I don't know. I haven't read that part. I don't know. But hey,
what do you know, Myke? What do you know?
I know my cat is on my lap right now.
And that's why you're sick.
Yeah, probably.
Maron. But yes, it's been a bit of a shit show, Myke. The files and what is out there, what's being known, and everyone is not too excited with the current administration or any other administration that will be coming up to the plate here, stepping up to the plate, Myke. But yes.
Well, where are you getting that information from? Because I'm getting just
the streets, Myke. Well, you're listening to people that, kind of suck the ass of the current administration.
I wouldn't say that.
Oh, come on, Myke.
No, I wouldn't.
You and I both know that's not true.
CNN themselves said his ratings went up.
CNN said his ratings went up after the Epstein files was released. That is. And when do you actually listen to CNN, by the way?
I don't. And what I'm getting at is that the other news.
What are you doing watching CNN, by the way?
I'm trying to explain to you, but you keep interrupting me.
Well, Myke, it's my show. I could fucking talk if I want, you idiot.
Now, take it easy. All I'm trying to say is that I saw the clip of CNN reporting that his numbers were up in a program that I was watching that is not affiliated with CNN.
Really?
I don't watch mainstream media anymore.
No, I disbelieve that at all. I completely disbelieve that.
You can disbelieve it all you want, Michael,
I don't believe
but,
you. I think you're lying.
Well, what I was about to say.
You're up to your Talmudic ways again. I could feel it.
And you are up to your Takia ways again.
That's true. You're not lying.
All I'm saying is that you were the one who inspired me not to listen to mainstream media anymore.
And I appreciate that. That makes me hard.
I'm sure it does.
It does.
Especially because it's me.
That's right. Think about you back circa 98 in your black tight leather pants, Myke. Your vinyl black pants.
Wait, what the hell are we talking about?
We're talking about you on stage, and
how did we go from talking about news to me in my tight black pants on 1998?
I have no idea. But now we're here, Myke. So just go with it.
That edible's kicking in.
That is. So, Myke, there's a lot going on right now, and it's been quite interesting. He's been posting that he's directing the Secretary of War, his words, by the way, Secretary of War, and other agencies to identify and release government files related to alien and extraterrestrial life, unidentified aerial phenomena, and, of course, unidentified flying objects. Suddenly, the guy who has never met a secret he didn't want to wave around like a trophy is now the high priest of cosmic disclosure, Myke.
For what subject?
For the UFO stuff.
Oh, so wait, you're saying I'm sorry, I'm a little confused with what you just said. He's hiding or not hiding the UFO things?
He's not hiding it, Myke.
Right. So what did you just say about him making it a secret? I don't understand.
Myke, I think you need to pay attention better.
I'm sorry, maybe I didn't hear you properly. You were talking, I was talking, I didn't hear what you said.
This is why I have a mute button here, and I should mute you.
Okay.
I think that'd be a better thing to do with you, Myke. But no, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to understand how you feel about this, Myke. About Trump.
I tell you,
sort of.
If you'd repeat the question. Repeat the question for me, Michael, because I didn't hear what you said. You said something about him hiding or not hiding the secrets of the UFOs. I just didn't hear what you said.
It was a play on words, Myke.
Oh, okay. That's all you had to say.
Yeah, I'm just having fun here.
Okay.
Saying that he's quote unquote hiding it, but not exactly. And I'm just saying, I'm making a joke here. You know, when is something that he doesn't want to sort of talk about now private?
Now I get it.
There you go.
I didn't hear what you said. That's all.
It's okay, Myke. We've all been there. By the way, someone thinks there's tension tonight.
On what, with us?
Yeah. This is just how we communicate with each other. Should hear our phone conversations.
Yeah, this is why I don't read any of the posts anymore, because everybody's so critical about me and what my political stance is.
You know, you're starting to sound like Michael Graves now.
I am?
You are.
All right, let me go get my gun. I'm going to shoot myself in the head. I'm
serious, Myke. In all honesty, though, and reality here now. Not joking around this time.
Why? What did he say?
I swear to God, Myke, and I've been wanting to tell you this. In an alternative universe, you guys would have been best friends.
Yeah, we would have if he had been a nice guy.
It's the craziest thing in the world because I'm telling you, this guy believes the same things that you do. Every other show I hear him on, he has his own show and he talks about the same things you do.
He believes in America?
He's a proud boy, you know, it's a step up from you, you know. He's a proud boy. I know you want to be one too, Myke. You definitely want to be one.
Once again, I did the research on the Proud Boys. They are not a racist group of people.
You see, that's something that, that's something that Michael Graves would be saying right now. That's why I'm like, who am I talking to?
Well, I'm sure he would, because it's not a racist group of people.
You guys, I did my research I'm telling you, I need to do a show with both of you on.
Nah.
We have to, Myke.
No, we don't.
I think we do.
So all you're saying is that, all right, since he's a pro-Republican who believes in this country and wants it to be a good country, as do I, So that's the comparison.
There's more than that. But I'm telling
Well,
you, you guys are two peas in a pod.
Well, anybody who stands up for America, I mean, I'm not going to have a problem with them.
That's besides the point.
I
Anywho,
don't-
Myke, here we go. We have a caller here. This is the Depressed Hawaiian, I believe. And, you know, I haven't talked to him in a while. And quite frankly, I want to know what's going on with the Hawaiian really quickly here as we get into all the things that we're going to get into here tonight. Depressed Hawaiian, are you alive?
I am.
Holy
and
hell.
Can you hear me? I always have audio issues when I call in.
You sound good now, though.
You sound good too, baby.
Oh, I'm glad.
Yeah, the Mossad has been like throttling me every time I call in. Like
That's true.
The last few times.
Absolutely.
I was the one that got your channel banned that one time when
Really?
you had Wee Von Hunt on. I called and we started talking about our chosen ally. And I mean, you said that they claimed that they banned your channel because of the AI video that you posted because there was like some violence in there. But I think they were just afraid to come out and say that they banned it because of the Depressed Hawaiian, because of the things I was saying at the time. But they tried to blame it on the AI.
I see. Well, I like your excuse better. So we'll go with that. We'll go with that.
They cut that stream in the middle of my tirade. So
You're
I feel
right.
like I played a role in that.
I think you might have.
I wear that with a badge of honor.
Okay, very cool. Yes, it was all because of you. But you were right.
Thank
I mean,
you.
the things you were saying were pretty much spot on. And Myke wasn't around for that one, by the way.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
I've been actually thinking about. I need to go back and listen to all your videos of every time I've called in and put like together a Depressed Hawaiian compilation.
Yes.
I feel like that would go viral because we've talked about some very interesting topics and a lot of it has come to fruition. But anywho, I was actually just calling in to give Myke some credit. He was saying how he was feeling like, I forgot what words he said, but I can tell he's like feeling down a little bit lower vibrational than he normally is because everyone here gives him shit for sucking Hannity's cock. But it sounds like he's starting to come around.
Oh,
he just
my
said
goodness.
like he thinks Pam Bondi is not doing her job.
Well, hold on.
I spit my coffee out.
I know. Hold on.
I heard him say that, I was expecting him to like suck her dick.
Hold on one second. Yes, we have to take a moment and appreciate Myke for coming around and admitting these sort of things. He's come a long way. He is. And he was being honest, by the way.
Like, that blew me away.
It blew us all away. I was quite stunned, actually. I was not expecting Myke to say that. And I did want to take a moment to appreciate what Myke said. He's 100% correct. This is something that everybody believes right now that we need to get rid of. And get rid of that cunt and that bug-eyed freak. And everybody else, for that matter. We need to have a sort of a cleanse of sorts. Nonviolent cleanse, of course.
Definitely. And that's the one good thing, I guess, that's coming out of this is people like Myke and my dad and others are starting to realize that, hey, you were talking about this shit like 10 years ago. And I thought you were like, I wanted to have you fucking committed because I thought you were fucking insane. But now it's on Fox News, so it must be true. So, I'm glad that Myke, at least, although he may not be off the Trump train yet, at least he's seeing that Pam Bondi is absolutely fucking in on it and is literally in the midst of a cover-up.
Well, they all are.
But she's doing that on behalf of Donald Trump.
Correct.
So, you can hate on her as much as you want, but that's exactly what she was appointed to do.
That's what she's paid to do. That's right.
and she was buds with Epstein and and she was prosecutor or whatever in Florida when Epstein was arrested and shit. She
That's
was part
right.
of the sweetheart deal.
A lot of that was going on out there.
And then, but when you look at what Myke, I love you, Myke. I'm not trying to hate on you. I'm just using you as an example because there's some, like my dad, my stepdad, so many people I know still are on the Trump train. But just look at all the people that Trump surrounded himself with, or maybe he didn't even choose these people, but if you just look at who he is surrounded by all the time, such as Lutnick, that's fucking hovering over his goddamn shoulder 24/7. Lutnick lived literally on the other side of the wall.
By the way, that's
in
true.
New York City
This
of
is true.
Epstein.
For those who don't know, yes, he lived right next door to Jeffrey Epstein.
And Pam Bondi and Alexander Acosta, we've never seen a Treasury or Secretary of Commerce being so involved in a presidency before. But like in Trump's previous presidency, he appointed Alexander Acosta, and he had fucking Alan Dershowitz as his lawyer. Dershowitz was fucking Epstein's attorney. Like, I don't know. Sorry, you guys already knew all this. I'm just rehashing.
No, it's true though. I mean, Myke needs to hear this. Myke needs to hear it again. There's a weird thing going on. You know, they all know each other. They're all friends. They're all sucking each other off.
Yeah,
so,
man.
I mean, that's what goes on.
So to your point of the whole show is like, yeah, that's why it's either going to be a fake alien attack soon, or goddamn World War III with Iran, or both. They're going to be like the Iranians fucking have some aliens that have a nuclear bomb that just fucking.
Are you yawning, Myke?
So we're going to have
back there.
Yeah, he's had enough. He's ready to say his pro-Trump propaganda. I'm going to shut up now.
Oh, what was that?
Hear Myke's
okay,
take.
go ahead, Myke. I know you want to talk now.
No, not at all. No.
That's it? That was it?
Yeah, just yawned. That's it.
I thought you were grunting or growling or doing something.
No, just yawning.
Groaning.
Listen,
Damn,
you guys
that
talk
actually
about
hurts even more. That actually hurts more that Myke has nothing to say to that.
What am I going to say?
I'm going to go kill myself.
What difference is it going to make if I say something?
Oh, or you know, we love you, Myke. And we're just proud. I think what he's trying to say is he's proud of you, Myke. That's all.
I'm proud of you.
Proud of me?
Yeah, we're proud of you.
Do you still think? I guess what I'm trying to get at is, do you think, even though Trump is like the most mentioned person in the files, and there's a lot of evidence that suggests that he's involved, do you still think that Trump is innocent? I guess that's what I want to know.
Doesn't matter what I say. You're not going to believe me anyway.
Well, here's the thing, by the way, and Myke, I think you will agree with me on this one, and even the Depressed Hawaiian will agree with me on this one. I mean, the thing is, it's got to be proven in court, and with the way the legal system works, that's going to be kind of difficult. Myke, do you agree with me on that one, at least?
Well,
it's what you could prove in the courtroom,
I mean,
you know.
Not that it's going to make a difference what I say, but he's already been exonerated from these files because, if you may recall, when he was a Democrat, Epstein was buddy-buddy with him.
Correct.
In 2005, when Trump, I think it was 2005, when Trump was aware of what was going on, he cut ties with him. And that's when he contacted the FBI, or vice versa. And he became an FBI informant to let them know that he was doing what he was doing on the island. Now, when Trump began, at that point, I think, if I can't remember the exact number, but I believe it was Trump's name is mentioned something like 3,000 times in these documents. And based on what I have been reading and I have been seeing, it's all Jeffrey Epstein saying how much he hates him, how much he didn't want him to run for president. And this is all because they had the back and forth between the investigation of Epstein after he had been arrested for pedophilia and trafficking young women. And I mean, there's even footage of him talking to I believe it was a congresswoman, during a hearing to ask questions about circumstances that involve Trump. And it's all about hate Trump, Trump bad.
There's a few corrections there that some people have made about this in terms of him contacting the feds. It's once he knew he was being investigated that he called and dropped dimes, to keep it short, on Jeffrey Epstein. That's what they're saying. I don't know if any of it is a fact, but that's also something. Well, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that in the emails, they're implicating that Trump was still in contact with him past that date, by the way. But again, I don't know if it is. I don't know if it's true or not, though. I'm just saying that's something I heard. I don't know if it was somebody making that up. I don't know.
So be that as it may, he still didn't, according to him and all the information, he was never fucking around with minors. And again, I cannot reiterate this enough. The fucking Democrats had this information on them for 4 years. Did they talk about it? No.
Not at all.
As soon as Trump became president, that's when they wanted the files open. And now that they're open, how many Democrats have been put into a position where they're now guilty? Some of them resigning, some of them are going to go to jail, some of them probably won't go to jail because that's how things work. But for the most part, Trump has been exonerated from this engagement with young women. It's out there. I don't understand I think I do understand. It's just people hate Trump. That's it. They hate Trump. They don't like him. He's Hitler. He's a fascist. He's a racist. He's Islamophobic. He's this. He's a Zionist. Blah, 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 blah. Yet he's done more in one fucking year than the last administration did in the entire existence of the Democrat Party.
By the way, Myke, are you away from your microphone?
Why am I not come through? I was speaking on a different.
There we go. That's why. Yes.
I turned around and I had my back. Yeah, sorry about that.
I just thought, who are you yelling at out there?
No, I didn't want to get loud in the microphone either. But ultimately, just to finish this conversation, is that it's just the hatred for this man that goes on and on and on.
So it's just hatred then.
Of course it is. Of course it is. As I just said, he's been exonerated. And if he was involved, the previous administration would have opened those files and slapped him in the face with this "you're guilty" business for being a pedophile. But he's not, and he didn't, and they didn't. Period.
Mod on.
Am I wrong?
Well, there's a lot out there, Myke. A lot that still hasn't been released either.
Did the previous administration not have the files for 4 years? Did they pay attention to it at all? No.
Do we actually know if they really investigate these files, though? I mean, a lot of it would be implications on some of the people that they love. So there's a little bit of that, too.
Didn't he get arrested in 2019, Epstein?
I believe it was sooner than that.
Well, all right. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was sooner than that.
I think so.
So,
yeah.
All that information, whether the FBI had it, the CIA, whomever, don't you think, since they were on the side of the Biden administration for 4 years and how they tried to not only ruin President Trump's administration as a president, but they also tried to kill him, and they also set up January 6th. I mean,
so nothing is ever Trump's fault, though. Is that what you're saying?
No, I never said that. But
because that's kind of what you sound right now, by the way.
Of course, yeah, I know. Well, that's how you tend to see it. But the fact of the matter is, he has been exonerated from these files.
And have you seen all the files yourself? Because no one really has, actually. Well, it's still out there. I mean, but there's a lot of stuff out there that hasn't been released yet either.
Yeah, and who did that? The FBI, not the Trump administration, the FBI.
Which I don't trust either, by the way, just for the record.
I don't trust them either.
I don't really trust any of these people. That's the other thing. I'm
at that point too.
There's a lot of shadiness that's going on. I think we can both agree on that.
Yes, and Michael, I would hope that you would agree with me on what I'm about to say. But if you compare this administration to the prior administration, don't you think they've gotten a lot more done than the fucking corruptness of the last administration? And these Democrats, it's astounding. Wait until they start looking into your state and the shit that new scum has been doing. The billion or multi-billion-dollar train railroad that never got built. The programs they've got for homeless people and drug addicts on the street that went missing. I mean, there's so much corruption, and it all. Don't get me wrong. There's corruption on the right as well. But if you compare it, they are this administration is wiping the floor with Democrats. The Democrats stand for pedophilia, murderers, drug trafficking, people trafficking. I mean, anybody who's a criminal, they support. If they lose all these people, they're not going to have anybody to vote for them.
And unfortunately, there's a lot of that goes on with the Republican Party as well, by the way.
Okay, be that as it may.
A lot of the gays out there as well. That's why Grindr is red hot when there's
Michael,
Republican
tell me if
convention
you agree with
going
me
on.
or not.
I don't agree with any of it.
But you don't agree that this administration has done more than the previous
Okay, specifically
one.
That question, I would say absolutely.
Okay. So in comparison, I think we have a little. Remember how you always say you don't trust either party?
I don't.
You don't?
No.
Remember that?
I still don't.
I'll remind you. Michael has said in the past he doesn't trust the Republicans or the Democrats. And he's right to think that. However, there is a way, a method I have when it comes to voting. You pick the lesser of the two evils.
Yes, we hear that all the time. But again, I don't agree with that at all, by the way. As I always say, why vote for anything that is quote-unquote evil?
Well, they are pointing out with the investigations of the 2020 election that the Democrats did indeed cheat. And I guarantee you in the next 2, maybe 3 months, when they finish the investigation on the ballots, the mail-in ballots that were held, I think it was Georgia, maybe, or California. I can't remember which state. But they're going to find all the ballots that were used as counterfeit, fraudulent ballots to cheat in the 2020 election and get Joe Biden in, only because they did not want Trump to be president. It's going to show. They are look, man, the Democrat Party.
Well, I'm waiting. I'm waiting
low.
For the arrest, by the way. I'm waiting for the swamp to be drained. I'm waiting for a wall to be put up. I'm waiting for wars to end. I've been waiting for a lot of things that I've been hearing from the Republican Party. And none of these things have come to fruition, by the way.
What about the Hawaiian man who just said, the depressed Hawaiian who just said, oh, you know,
yeah, trust the plan. Yes.
We're going into World War III with Iran. I'm sorry. But if first and foremost, the fucking
we wipe the floor with them, Mike. You know,
we're going to wipe the floor with them. And they're taking money, and they're taking their money and they're transferring it into Russia because they're fleeing like little fucking cockroaches that they are. They killed. Do you realize they killed? What was it? 43,000 people, innocent Iranians. They killed them for protesting. That's more people that got killed in Gaza after 2.5 years. These people need those mullahs, the regime, they need to be wiped out. And by that, you know what I mean, eliminated. These people are evil, and if Trump pulls this off, and they get rid of these fucking cunts who are oppressing the people of Iran, if they get rid of them, we are going to have a better life in the Middle East.
Yeah, well, Mike, I got to be honest with you, my friend. I'm hoping that happens because there's a bet on the line, and it'd be good to see. No, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you made a bet with one of the callers. Remember that?
Who? What's his name? Roman.
That's right.
No, the bet was that we were going to be in a road warrior state by next year.
Correct. That's why I'm like, well, I'm hoping for the worst, Mike.
Well, if that happens, it's going to happen in the Middle East, not here. We will destroy Iran in 10 minutes.
I know. I mean, I don't disagree with that at all. I believe we would have the upper hand in most conflicts here, to be perfectly
Absolutely.
honest with all of you out there. And yes, absolutely. And does Myke watch a lot of mainstream media? Perhaps, Ninja.
Not anymore. I just said it like 4 times before. I don't watch mainstream media anymore.
You sound like you do, though. You sound like a Myke
I also
Huckabee.
sound like I also sound like a conservative and a Roman Catholic too.
You do, actually. That's why I'm like, what happened to this Satanist guy I heard so much about? Who is this crypto Catholic Jewish Christian all of a sudden?
What's the crypto part? I don't get it.
It means you're trying to like hide it. You know, you want to disguise yourself like a Jew. You know, that's what they do. They're
Yes,
subversive.
the old Jews.
Well, you're up to your Talmudic ways, Myke, even in this conversation.
Yes, and I'm a boomer. Yes, yeah.
Well, you kind of are, Myke. I feel like I'm
Do
talking
you even know
to
what a
an old
boomer
man.
is?
Yes, I do, but you don't have to
Right,
be
well,
a
I'm not.
boomer. Yeah, you are, though. You have
I'm
the
a
soul.
Generation X.
You have the soul of a boomer, Myke.
Mm-hmm.
You do. The faster you admit that and accept it, your life will be a lot better.
Oh, thank goodness.
I'm telling you, you
Please
need to
send-
convert to Judeo-Christianism. That's what you truly are, Myke. I think you are working for Israel.
Send me the psychiatry bill and I'll send you a check.
You might be. I mean, honest now and serious. I think honestly that I think you're just a few steps away from becoming a Judeo-Christian.
All right.
I honestly believe that.
Would you like to place a bet on that too?
I mean, we could, but I mean, if you want to lose money, I mean.
Oh, let's do the bet, my friend.
Well, I mean, you already have self-implicated yourself earlier when you were saying you believe in Christian values and this and that.
Of course I believe in
you
Christian
are
values.
satanic,
Do
though.
you not?
But you
Do
are
you not?
satanic, though, Myke. You are
Nothing
an
wrong with
evil,
that.
dirty Satanist. I mean, you could say anything,
Homo
but
Satanist.
you are. I mean, you have rejected Christ just like the Jews have.
Oh, okay. And so like the Muslims too. Eh?
No, the Muslims actually appreciate and recognize the prophet that is Jesus Christ.
is
I mean, you
that-
can look it up.
Is
Yes.
that why? Is that why I
Yes.
saw them knocking down all the statues of Jesus and Mary in the cemeteries?
Those
when
are
they were-
the radical homosexual ones. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Those are the ones that got
What did
pretty
you say,
much
radical
in-
homosexuals?
radical homosexuals. Yes. Those were that was done by the Jews, actually.
Oh, of course, those damn
They made them
Jews.
that way. Yes.
The Jews, Michael, the Jews.
You know, if you keep this up, we're going to get Jim number 2 on here. He might be listening, and that'd be
Jim
great.
Jim Clone. Jim Clone.
Yeah,
if
Jim
you're
Clone. There we go. I
listening,
like that.
you're
Jim
listening,
Fetzer
call it.
2.0.
Michael, the Jews.
You got to admit, he does a great job, whoever
Oh,
that is.
He cracks me up.
Does a good job.
Whoever he is.
Like the
Exactly.
real guy.
Anyway, is the Hawaiian still there?
The Hawaiian is still here.
Oh.
I
Did
think
you
he's
wanna,
still
do you
here.
want to criticize me anymore?
What happened? Why'd you go quiet?
I was just listening intently to Mike's response there.
Oh, yes, you were listening to that.
And,
Well, it's true, though. I mean, he is actually a Judeo-Christian inside of this facade that he claims he's a satanic kind of guy, but I think that's kind of bullshit. I think he's actually...
Yeah, I think he's a rabbi.
Dude, this
I think
guy
he's
is
a
a,
rabbi.
this guy is a Christian.
I'm
He's
a Jew. I'm a Jew.
dude, I'm telling you, you
Nah.
could be one.
Oh,
He's definitely a rabbi.
All the things you believe in,
Rabbi
they all...
Hideous.
Yes, Rabbi Hideous. All the things you believe in, Myke, they are very Christian.
Nothing wrong with that.
And I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you should go back and convert, Myke. I think you should give the satanic angle. I think you should kind of cut that out of your life already, because
Well,
that side of your
can't.
life is irrelevant now. It's nothing. You're not really a Satanist, man. I'm telling you, you're LARPing.
All right.
You gotta go
Okay,
back.
okay.
You're turning your back to Christ, and I'm just trying to save your soul, Myke. I'm being a good human
Look who's
being.
talking.
I'm being a good person.
I want to
Here,
see the
yeah.
picture of Mike kissing the wall.
Yeah, that's next. That's next.
of course.
Mike's gonna be kissing the wall pretty soon here.
And then I'll be in another painting. Will be of me in a blue dress on the couch.
Absolutely.
I
So, Myke,
would
no,
buy that.
seriously.
I'll frame that.
Wait, hold on. hold on. Myke,
Yes.
come back to Christ.
Okay.
Come back to Christ. You've strayed away too far, Myke, but all this conflict going on in the Middle East, I think this is the sign. This is a sign from Christ that you need to return back to Christ, Myke.
You know, there are plenty of atheists who think the same thing that I think. A somber, no, that's the wrong word.
Bullshit. Story's bullshit already. I don't believe it.
A stable life with morals and laws, which is what made this country great. This country was based on Judaic Christian values when it.
Sorry. You could continue now.
No, that's all right. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Did we lose the Hawaiian, by the way?
I am still here.
He's still here. He's still here.
The Hideous.
Well, depressed Hawaiian, I tried in your honor to convert him back to
Christ,
and I couldn't do it, Hawaiian. I tried my best.
You don't believe in an abortion, Michael, do you?
What'd you say?
You don't believe in abortion, do you?
Do I believe in abortion? I mean, abortions are very real, and many women have them almost every day.
Let me rephrase the question. Are you pro or against abortion?
I wouldn't exactly say I am for or against abortion. I think there's different scenarios for different situations, Myke, that sometimes it might be necessary to abort the child. And absolutely, and I believe that. But there are also times where I think you have to take care of the baby.
I believe
and
that
love
too.
The child.
Now, in a nutshell, the only reason I'm bringing this up, I just want to retort to that. I also believe that it depends on the circumstances.
Correct,
however,
yes.
if an abortion is being set up for a woman who is young, let me not say that, not young, but a woman who wants to get an abortion simply because she couldn't use birth control and they have it up to like the third trimester,
right?
That's just murder, in my opinion.
Well, I don't disagree, but Myke, there's a lot of women out there and a lot of parents, not just women, men and women, that are unfit to be parents, Myke.
Absolutely.
There's so many. There's so many.
Thank you.
I see them out there in the streets. I see them at Walmart. I see them at Target. They have no business being parents at all.
Absolutely. No, I totally agree. But anyway, what I was trying to get to is I just wanted to ask you, like,
sure,
our opinion about abortion is similar. In fact, I would say very similar. But there are other things. I'm sure you're against murder.
Absolutely, yes. I'm not pro murder at all. I'm the one that says war is wrong.
So there we go. The first commandment.
I'm anti-war, to be honest with you. And I think the only war worth winning is the one in your head.
I'm against war too. However, in the greatest country in the world with the most mightiest military in the world, we are the only country that has never invaded a country and occupied it, with the exception of America. But that was the Pilgrims who came over and, did what they did with the American Indians. That's a whole other subject. What I'm getting at is America as a superpower has never, ever invaded a country to take it over. Yes, we've gone in and occupied, et cetera, but we never took any countries. What I'm trying to say is with the military that we have, this country is probably the greatest thing on earth because we have such a great military might and because we have people, I hope to say, that are responsible enough not to use that might against weaker countries.
And how did we get here from abortion and UFOs, by the way? Now I'm curious.
I'm just trying to ask you a couple of different things on what you believe.
Sure.
Because I'm trying to
stick to abortion.
All right. So
go back to abortion. Go back to abortion. Yes.
It's not the only thing, though. I'm sure you have morals in your head, right?
Sure.
You live your life as most American civilized people do.
Absolutely.
You live it with morals, and we have laws to enforce those morals.
That we do.
And I'm sure you would agree with that.
I do.
So all I'm trying to say is having morals and obeying the law of your country is not a satanic thing. It's not a Christian thing. It's just the right thing to do.
The right thing to do, yes. It's common sense.
Common sense. Thank you.
And you're not wrong.
You guys seem to forget. Yes, I'm a former Roman Christian. All right. I stopped being
Roman Christian. I like that.
Roman Christian. I went to Sunday school until I was 13. And then after that, and I used to go to church every Sunday up until I was 13. Once I graduated grammar school and got my, what do they call it? The confirmation in church.
My God.
I stopped going to church, and I can't say I stopped believing in God. I didn't stop believing in God until I was 25. I didn't become a Satanist until 2011.
Which was a mistake.
This says you.
It was a mistake, Myke. You know it. I know it. Christ knows it, Myke. I think you should go back to him. No. I think you should. I think you're being very Jewish right now.
No.
We need to get rid of that habit of yours.
You know what people seem to forget.
That's the Jew in you. That's the Jew in you. This is the Jew spirit coming out, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to the way he's talking to me right now. This is a Jew talking.
Now. All right, Mr.
Yes,
Jew.
this is a Jew.
When I read the book, The Satanic Bible, I didn't read it to become a Satanist. When I read it, I found that the values and the methods within that book were already things that I believed in.
That's because you have the soul of a Jew in you. That's why Satanism was created by a Jew.
That's right.
And it compelled your little heart.
That's right. We drink the blood of babies and we make cookies out of their flesh.
Some of the people that went to that island did just that.
So I've heard. Bro, did you hear about President Bush, the first President Bush, allegedly murdered a baby, sacrificed a child?
This is what we are hearing, yes. And Myke, I'm telling you,
shit.
That's why why the topic of tonight's discussion was about UFOs sort of being disclosed and whether or not this was one giant distraction or not.
I'll tell you, man, I still can't get over some of the things that are in those lists. You read it and you're like, you've heard of these kinds of stories all your life. Yeah, the government worships the devil and the government has sacrifices children. You hear that, but you're like, nah, come on. That's
we've been hearing about that for many, many moons, yes, but
decades. But
yeah, decades, correct. But is there some truth to that? It seems like there might be a lot of truth to that. And by the way, Myke, I actually saw some of these videos that came from these files, and we're talking about little girls, by the way, and babies.
Can't even wrap my head around it.
I can't either. It's pretty gross.
It's so hard. Yeah, it's so hard to believe. Is this am I reading a science fiction or a horror movie?
So, Myke, you tell me, why exactly was the motivation for the president to pretty much deny that these things even exist and say it's a hoax of sorts? It's a democratic hoax. What motivated him to say that? And of course, he also went on record. I'm telling you, this was on film. He said,
I saw it.
He said, I don't want my friends to get hurt. I don't want to hurt my friends.
I saw it.
So I'm just saying, what motivated him truthfully about that?
I can certainly not speak for him.
Why even deny these sort of things even exist, though? And that's what I'm wondering. And
in my very humble opinion, as I said earlier, when he says things sometimes, he says them in a way that maybe he's not expressing himself right. I'm not standing up for him.
Are you saying he's senile?
No. Believe me, I think he's the furthest thing from senile. Senile is watching the former president walk on the beach like he's got shit in his pants.
That's quite the visual. And shout out to Phoenix in the chat room right now, by the way. That's a old school member, Myke, the guy in there named Phoenix. He's been around for a long, long time. Much love to him. I'm glad he's here.
Is he a boomer?
No, I think he's a Gen X kind of guy.
Like me. Okay.
You're a boomer, though.
Oh, fuck you. I'm not a boomer. I'm a Gen X.
I'm telling you, you don't exactly have to be technically, through age, a quote-unquote boomer. Sometimes you could just have the boomer spirit at heart.
Yeah.
I know you don't like to hear that, but that is the truth.
No, that's your truth.
And sometimes the truth hurts, Myke.
It doesn't hurt me because I'm not
Oh,
a boomer.
yes, it does. It hurts you.
Oh, no. Oh,
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, 424-285-6699. Call in for the Michael Decon Show.
Hey, I like that. Let me throw that up there real quick, Myke. Thank you for the reminder.
I'm still here. I'm still here, goddammit.
No, never mind.
Oh, we still got you on the line.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah, Myke was doing a great job there conducting the program. Much appreciated, Myke. You did a good job. But yes,
Definitely subscribe.
yes. Gordon is asking how old you are, Myke.
Gordon is asking how old I am.
Yes,
I'm in my late 50s.
he's in his late 50s. What does that mean? Like 57?
It means I'm close to 60, but above mid 50s.
So you're 59.
Could be.
Could be. Well, in my opinion, Myke, you are technically a
difference does it
boomer.
make?
It doesn't make a
Yeah.
difference, but you know, come on.
No, come
Quit
on,
playing.
nothing.
Knock it off, Myke.
I'm playing.
Knock it off. Knock it off.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Hey. Sound like a Joe Biden right there.
Come on, man. If you ain't black, you ain't Myke Hideous.
That's right. Yeah, so technically he is Gen X. However, the spirit in you just says boomer. And don't worry, Myke, I still love you. You know, there's nothing wrong
Thank
with
God.
that. I still love you. Don't worry. The Black Town.
Hawaiian
yes.
man.
Oh, Hawaiian man. Where is he?
You wanna
Yo, what's up?
rag
What's up?
on me some more?
There he is.
Nah, I don't want to rag on you anymore, man. I ain't got nothing but love.
Hey, bro, I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
You're not in Hawaii anymore, right? You moved to like Maryland or something, didn't you?
Yeah, Virginia. You have a great memory. I'm honored.
Oh, it's not that great, but thank you.
No, he has one of the worst memories.
What are things like? Are you in a main city? Like, do you live in a main city, or are you like a more rural area of Virginia?
I live in Virginia Beach, so according
okay.
to my research, that's one of the, if not the most populated cities in Virginia.
How are things where you are? Or I'm assuming you're not in a city part. I know the beach. I was there when I was a small child for vacation. But how are things working out in your area? Like, are you seeing any protests or violence or anything like that?
You see, Myke, that is boomerish right there. This line of question you're asking the Hawaiian, that is boomer.
Never mind.
I'm telling you, you walked right into it, Myke. Don't answer him. Don't answer him.
No. It's a valid question. It's actually interesting you asked, because this past year, they had a couple like no kings protests here and like anti-ICE protests.
And then they stand up and say, "Free Madonna,"
Hey,
whatever his name is, Madonna from Venezuela.
I said Madonna.
Madonna,
Yeah.
Madonna, whatever his name is,
Something like that.
It's
yes.
funny. They all stood up and said, "No kings, no kings," and then are like, free the tyrant drug pusher from Venezuela." Idiots. So
Yeah.
you were saying
Exactly. No, it's ridiculous. No, you're right, dude. It's like they have like both sides. That's how I feel about both sides. I mean, all of our energy is being redirected when there was all those fucking supposed no kings and anti-ICE protests. That just goes to show you that shit was fake, that it was all organized. Because I mean, we have literal politicians that eat and rape and murder kids and like fucking talk about us as goyim and how they can profit off vaccinations.
Goyim.
And like
That's
they literally talk about 9/11. Like Lutnick fucking worked in the World Trade Center.
That's right.
Like fucking like he was the CEO of Cantor Fitzgerald, and like the one day he didn't go to work was on 9/11. And like all of his employees got fucking murdered and shit.
That's
So
right.
like we got people on both sides of the fucking political spectrum that still believe in this shit. and like nobody's out protesting that we have like literal fucking cannibal, rapist, satanic, fucking pedophile, fucking evil pieces of shit running
right.
taking our taxes, taking half of what we work for, fucking making our laws, telling us what we can or cannot do and shit. So anyways,
Who were they?
when it goes to protest,
And who were they?
that just shows me that all that shit was fake, because we're
And
like,
who
I'm
were
talking
they?
about
Who were they that
the
got
liberals,
caught?
man. Like,
Right.
nobody got caught because they're protected.
Oh, no. The Democrats are being exposed on almost a daily basis with the corruption that's happening as a result of their getting into these schemes. Look at Tim Walz. Tim Walz was almost our vice president. Now he's going to resign because he knows he's in deep shit, and there's a very good possibility he's going to be found guilty for all the things that have been taking place in Minnesota because he was the one that was supposed to stop it.
Well, let's hope they all get arrested, Myke.
I hope so too, Michael. But as you and I both know, we rarely get to see these fuckers go to jail. However, King George's brother go to jail. I think he went to jail. He got arrested for his association with the Epstein files and the photographs, the incriminating photographs of him. He's a fucking liar too. But anyway, I wanted to ask you a question. I want to, like you, Mr. Hawaiian. You talk about there being these protests and how they're fake and stuff, and how they're throwing us off the course of the Epstein files. What do you think about the Palestine protests when everybody was standing up and saying "Free Palestine"?
Man, that was quite a conundrum. Like I tend to lean conservative. But once the liberals started taking up a pro-Palestine position, I was like, wow, actually, like they have the balls to do like. But I knew like part of it was probably being co-opted as well, or it's some kind of psyop, because all these years I've personally been anti-Zionist myself, and it was just kind of weird that the left finally took that position. I thought, you know, there's a faction of the conservatives as well that feel the same way. But when I found like these people actually went to the streets and were protesting it, I was like, wow, these people have more balls than these fucking quote unquote patriots do. They're actually going out and waving Palestinian flags and shit. And I know you and I disagree on that, but Israel did 9/11, and 2,000 of the people that died on 9/11 were a direct result of Israel's involvement in 9/11. But I don't want to go back and forth on that subject, but allegedly there's a ton of evidence that proves it. And I mean, look at all the wars we're fighting. It's literally all of Israel's neighbors. We're about to go invade Iran. Look at the Greater Israel Project. Literally, that's every fucking war we've been in for the last 30 years. But
all right, I got to stop you right there. Hold on a second. Now you just brought up Iran, okay? You just said, correct me if I'm wrong. I was trying to catch up with you, but you said all the countries around Iran are going to get involved with the war against Iran. Is that what you said?
At Israel, if you look at Israel, pull up Israel on a map, look at all the wars that the United States has been currently engaged in for like the last 30 plus years. It's literally all of
the only
Israel's
war that we were
neighbors.
involved with was in Afghanistan. That was it. And Joe Biden fucked that up completely.
Not Syria, not Iraq, not Yemen.
And I wouldn't say those
Libya,
weren't wars.
Not Egypt.
Those weren't wars. If they were wars, those countries declared war on us. We did not go in and fight them. We did not declare war on them. Any of the countries you just mentioned, Yemen, Iraq.
They declared war on us with what?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean we were at war with them. That's not official. But if I may,
how did these cave people wage war against the most powerful military force in the country? How are these people that are literally eating each other to stay alive? How did they wage war against America?
I can answer that question in a sentence. Why did the Gazan terrorists fly over the fences to kill 1,400 innocent people? knowing
It's
that
easy. They
gonna
weren't Gazan. They were
Hang on.
fucking Israeli. Israel has like the most powerful
Oh,
fucking surveillance state in the
gotcha.
country. And you think
Okay.
you think these guys literally just flew over with some fucking hang gliders and like murdered a bunch of
Yeah.
people? Dude, no.
Yeah.
It's like the most
Yeah, I
locked
did,
down
'cause I
piece of
saw it.
land on the whole planet.
All right. Well, obviously that's not going to be
Just like
a case I
9/11.
can discuss
How do
with you.
you think 9/11? Like do you really believe the official 9/11
Let's
story?
not get
that,
into
like,
9/11 because
these
that's
cave
a
guys?
whole other story. So I can't discuss that with you.
But
But I would
that's
like to
even
ask you
bigger
a
than
question, and if you want to answer that question, so you mentioned earlier the whole Pakistan thing and how it was a scam and how the whole so-called genocide, which was really not a genocide, it was a pretendicide. And you talk about how the people were protesting for that. Yet it seems nobody is protesting for the 43,000 people who have been killed in what was it, 2 months in Iran.
because people know
why?
it's bullshit. Because first that story came out as
Well,
like 2,000,
if you let me
then it came
finish,
out as
I'll tell you.
10,000, then it came out as 10, 12, then 30, then it came out as, oh, that's actually some unverified sources. Some person put on Twitter, and Fox News just kept repeating that all of these people died and shit, when actually that wasn't true. But yeah, we get these little bits coming on mainstream media. Oh, there's 30,000. So we're gonna go solve people protesting by bombing the fuck out of them and murdering. Let's go. Yeah, they're protesting in Iran. Look, we gotta send our boys over there and kill millions of them. That'll solve it. Like, how the fuck does that make sense?
Well, if you'd let me finish, I'll tell you. So as I was saying earlier, we've got all these people in Iran who are being murdered by their regime. If you know any history about Iran, Iran was not a Muslim, what's the word I'm looking for? A 100% Muslim country. It was primarily Christian, and it was primarily a democratic country. You know that? No, you probably don't, because you're a lot younger than I am. But I remember when the Iran
I think I
crisis
know a
took
lot more
place.
about Iranian history than you do, probably. But go
Are
ahead.
you Iranian?
No, but anyways, I'm listening.
Well, how do you know all this information? Did you study it in school or something?
Maybe.
Okay, we're going to play this game. All right.
Well, according to the internet, Myke, it wasn't. It wasn't all completely.
I read some shit on Wikipedia. I read shit on Wikipedia.
Well, it's never been primarily Christian as a whole society, though.
Like I said, it wasn't fully Christian as it wasn't fully Muslim. What I'm trying to say is that when the Iranian regime came in, let me rephrase that, the radical Islamic State took over the country, they forced everyone into being Muslim. Did you hear the latest thing that they're doing to the women? They're cutting out their genitalia after.
And where are you reading this or hearing this, by the way? I mean, this.
There's a couple.
Go ahead.
There's a guy
Bro,
who.
It's all over BuzzFeed.
BuzzFeed.
I'm just kidding.
I'm like, BuzzFeed. People still go to that. Holy shit. But yeah, Myke, it seems you're very invested in the Middle East. That's why I'm like, you're pretty much a Jew, I think, in my opinion, again.
What I've been trying to get at is that, yes, I have been paying attention to it, because the funny thing is, everybody was up in arms when Pakistanistan and Gaza was being destroyed. And rightfully so, in my opinion, for doing what they did. But nobody's standing up and saying, oh my God, there's a genocide, so to speak, going on in Iran. Why? Because nobody gives a fuck. That's why. Nobody gives a fuck.
And we still don't give a fuck.
I do.
I don't. I don't give a fuck about the Middle East. I'm just being honest.
I know,
I could really care less about the Middle East. I mean, this is crazy.
As a Trump lover and a pro-America
this is crazy
person,
talk.
why are you so invested? Why do you care so much about what the fuck's going on in there? Like, why are all these Trump people that claim that they love Trump so hard and they love America so much, America first? Why the fuck do we care about Iran, fuck them.
Because if
Let
we
them
take
protest.
out,
Like, what?
if
It
we
makes
take
no
out
sense.
Iranian,
Hold on, one at a
we will
time.
end up
Hold
having
on,
more.
one at a time. Hold on. Before anybody talks, one at a time.
Sorry.
Yes, I can't have you both talking over each other. It doesn't sound good. I mean, let's just be honest here. Myke, what were you saying there?
All I said is that if we take out the cocksuckers who are oppressing people in Iran, we will have a much safer Middle East. And let's face it, all the shit that's happening in the world is a direct result from the previous administration who convinced everybody that we had to take in all these Muslims and allow them to come in and live their lives. When in fact, many of them, not all, but many of them were associated with the Islamic State, whether it was Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Afghanistan, Iran, whatever. They're all backed by Iran. Iran was the king of terrorist support. And thanks to King Obunga, when he was in office, fucking America, he gave them, what was it, $6 billion or $60 billion in cash. So they were able to buy more weapons and create this. And, these people lie on a continual basis. So I want them eliminated from the earth. And if we did that, we'd have a better Middle East.
That's very Jewish of you. Very Jewish. Depressed Hawaiian, did you hear that?
I did.
I think Myke might.
What if the rest of the world had the same mentality? And they're like, oh, look at America. They're a bunch of evil, pedophile, like fucking child rapists, satanic. Why don't we just nuke them? Like, what if the whole world had the same mentality as you? Like, let's just nuke everybody. I feel like Iran has a more valid reason to nuke us than we do to nuke them. Like, but that's just me.
Iran would have definitely nuked us. They've said it outright, as they say it today, as they run scurrying like the little cockroaches that they are into Russia. We're going to kill you. We're going to kill you. Death to America. Death to Trump. As they run away. Yeah, they'll do it. And if they had a bomb, look, every country that has a nuclear facility is supposed to check in. I don't know what the proper term would be. They're supposed to check in with America and have our inspectors come into those facilities and check to make sure they're safe, not a weapon against us, and so forth. And not all the countries, like Russia and China, we're not associated with them. They're our direct enemies. But Iran would not let America inspect it. Why? Because their intentions were not to use it for state use, so to speak, for the country, for the people. They got plenty of oil. They don't need nuclear power. And furthermore, the plants that they were facilitating their uranium in were far smaller than what they would normally be if they were going to.
Yeah, that's the NPT, by the way.
Country. Excuse me?
I said that's the NPT. That's the treaty on the non-proliferation of nuclear weapons. Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I think you have that backwards, but I may be wrong. I think Israel is currently claiming that they do not have nuclear weapons, even though it's widely known that they do. And Iran has actually invited people to come inspect their. Israel claims that they don't have nuclear weapons, but they do.
Israel has nuclear weapons. We gave them to them.
Yeah, we didn't give it to him. Fucking, he was a spy that gave it to Israel. Trump pardoned him in his first fucking term. Fucking Michael Pollard.
Whoa. Are you talking about Israel or Iran?
I'm talking about Israel. Well, I'm saying Israel says that they don't have nuclear weapons, even though
no, that's completely wrong,
against
bro.
It. Michael Pollard, check him out.
That's completely wrong. Everybody knows Israel has nuclear weapons. They've had nuclear weapons for years, decades.
Well, anyways, I love you, Myke. And I just worry about a lot of people that are still on this Trump Trojan horse. And
oh, they're going to be sucking them off till the cows come home, by the way. There's no convincing any of these people of Trump doing any wrongdoing, by the way, depressed one.
Want us all to unite. Like, there's a lot of people on the left, a lot of people on the right still that are, I feel like this is such a great opportunity for us to come together and see how fucked up our government is, at least, and
Come
to
together.
make changes. But yes,
Please give me
but a
a
lot of
break.
people
The fucking
still
Democrats.
see it as a very.
By the way, hold on, Myke. When someone's, when he's talking, you have to let him talk, and then you can talk.
No, I've been talking too much. I appreciate.
No,
on.
I'm saying when you guys are going back and forth, you have to let the other person say something and not interrupt, or say something and try to prevent them from saying anything. It makes for better listening experience. From
There's a delay between his voice and mine. When
I know
he
there's a little
speaks.
delay. I know.
About 5 seconds.
Yes. But furthermore, yes, I don't think that's the problem. A lot of people don't have that mindset of actually wanting things to be, I guess, in a perfect world. That's like some sort of fantasy of sorts, I'm sure, for a lot of people. But things would be a lot nicer if we could actually all not want to kill each other on Earth. I mean, I think that would be that should be the goal, in my opinion. But people see it differently, unfortunately.
Well, wouldn't it be a good idea for
Be a good thing.
wouldn't it be a good idea for the people on the left, all the fucking crazy liberals who are protesting ICE? Why didn't they protest ICE when Biden was in office?
But you see how
Why
fast
didn't
you
they-
went there, by the way, Myke. Instead of saying yes, and right away to yes, the Democrats.
You brought it. Oh,
I don't, and I
well,
don't
you-
disagree with you, by the way. I'm just saying I'm just saying, instead of going on with the idea, it went right back to the whole left and right division thing.
But he made a comment about unity. And what I'm trying to say is the Democrats, they're so against everything that anybody on the right does. They literally want us dead. They call us Nazis. They call us fascists. They call us
Call
Hitler
who, by the
supporters,
way?
Republicans, and anybody who supports Trump.
Maron.
And then they want to kill you.
Lord. All right. Well, I could see we will be talking in circles for this sort of issue here. But I understand. Depressed Hawaiian, I do want to thank you, my friend, for
Thank you.
calling in.
No, like I've been talking shit about Trump for years. I voted. Sorry, I'm just gonna go off on one last little rant. I voted for Trump in his first term. Like I did. I'm not anti-Trump. I don't hate. I mean, I do now, but in the beginning, I wanted to believe that he was an outsider, but a lot of the conspiracies that Michael and me and other people have been talking about for years have been coming true over and over recently in the past few years. And one of the things that a lot of people talked about was Agenda 2030. And we are fast approaching 2030. And I think there's going to be a lot of drastic changes in the very near future. And I think Trump has been chosen to be the president during that time. And so there's going to be a lot of deaths, I think, and a lot of things that we couldn't even fathom that would happen in such a short period of time. But if you go back, like look at World War III, that was only like 3 or 4, 5 years when World War II happened. There was like so much shit that happened in such a short span. So it can happen again, and I feel like we're in that window, and we can't let these evil politicians or rulers or elites or whatever lead us astray this time. We've got to really keep our minds open and our hearts open, and otherwise we're totally fucked as humans. And that's all I got to say.
Oh, thank you for that. I agree.
I love you.
Yes, we love you very much, and that's the Depressed Hawaiian. And thanks for calling in, my friend. And there he goes.
Good night.
Good night. There he goes. Yes, I happen to agree, Myke. I think we are pretty much screwed as a country going forward with any political party that gets in there, Myke.
Sorry you feel that way,
Oh, well, that's reality.
because I feel that way too.
That is reality, Mike. I think we are screwed no matter who is in there. Doesn't matter if it's a Republican, a leftist, a liberal sort of kind of person, maybe a trans person. Who knows? I think we're screwed regardless,
God
Mike.
forbid.
I'm waiting for that, Mike. I've been waiting for a long time for the first trans president. I'm actually crossing my fingers for that to happen.
Yeah, that's when you can say goodbye to America.
You think that America will go down the toilet?
Absolutely. Look, again, I'm sorry to
oh my goodness! Never mind. I
myself.
shouldn't have said that.
Well, look at all the gay and lesbian
Lord.
and transsexual stuff that they were pushing all over the world. And do you know who had a direct connection with that? Jeffrey fucking Epstein.
Well, that's true. This is true.
They were pushing it around the world. Around the world. Like, the dumbest shit I ever saw in my life was them pushing it in Afghanistan, Saudi Arabia, and a few other Muslim countries. What was it? Gender affirming classes? I don't even know. It's just like silly.
I'm waiting for a transgender president, though, Mike. I think that's all we need in America. I think that's what would really make America great again. A trans president. I mean, I'm waiting. Yeah. I am waiting. But yes, Mike, going back to our original point here, in terms of disclosure on UFOs and alien life, you know, all this really started with President Barack Obama, your boy, when he dropped recently that aliens were real, Mike, in a sort of interview of sorts, which is pretty insane. And then, of course, that's when Trump came out later and said he's going to release these files. But I'm wondering exactly what that entails, though. Are we going to actually see anything tangible? That's what I'm curious about. In other words, if there hadn't been a spike in alien headlines and a viral Obama quote, would this president suddenly be a transparency warrior on the UFO issue? Or is there more to it? We don't know. This is just a hypothetical thing. I don't expect you to know that, because I don't. But these are just random things that come to my mind.
But even if the information comes out, are you going to believe it?
Not even sure.
Exactly.
I have no clue. I mean, these people lie.
So again, what difference does it make?
It makes a difference, but these people do lie. But the things that I've seen, those videos that I've seen on the Epstein files are pretty legit, Mike. And as you know,
are we talking about UFOs?
Correct.
Or
I'm talking about everything as a whole.
Okay, I'm confused. You're saying that there's you're saying that there's UFO information in the Epstein files?
No, Mike, you clearly don't listen to what I'm saying here.
Well, you just said
I made a comparison.
About UFOs.
Yes, I'm saying, is this a distraction, Mike?
Okay.
Could all this be a distraction to take your attention away from the Epstein files? Is essentially what I'm talking about here.
I doubt it.
I don't know.
I think forget the mainstream media. The people such as yourself, myself, and other people who are interested in the ongoings of American politics and other important stories. I think those people are the ones who are going to keep everything alive. Fuck the mainstream media. They don't give a shit about anything if it's not on their agenda.
And you believe there's only one agenda?
Are you asking me personally?
Yeah.
Well, my agenda is, I'd like to see this country stop being invaded, get every fucking illegal alien out of this country, particularly the Muslims. Get them out. They cannot adapt to our culture. So get them out, make America better again. The housing market will change. Energy prices will come down. Inflation will come down. And so on and so forth. You get these people out, it's going to be a safer country. It's going to be a better country with people who fall into the category of being and wanting to be an American, rather than just taking in any illegal alien that we let into the country so that they can change our culture, our way of thinking, and Western values into their values. I don't want to do that. Do you?
Well, I wasn't exactly talking about Muslims there, but you took us there once again here
It
in this
just sort of
conversation.
fell into the conversation.
Well, I mean, you can't get away from that. Your mind is filled with Muslims for some reason.
Oh, should we talk about Jews more often?
Sure. They seem to be the cause
there
of
you
a
go.
lot of conflict, by the way. Not just,
Just like the
Muslims.
Muslims.
I know you don't like to discuss that for some reason. That's a sort of a
What,
hot topic
Jews?
for you. Yeah, I mean,
What, the
well,
Jews?
Myke, you kind of are, kind of a Jew lover.
I wouldn't say I'm a Jew lover.
I think you are.
I'm definitely a hater of Muslims. There's no doubt.
Well,
about
yes,
that.
we already know
fully
you're a
admit that.
racist. We know that.
No, you can call me a racist if you want.
Towards
but
the Muslims, yes.
these people don't belong in our country.
I mean,
period.
again, we keep reverting back to Muslims all night here.
All right. So the Jews.
I'm
they
just
hate
wondering
America
why,
too.
though. What is this about the
So-
Muslims that you're so like caught up with the Muslims?
Should we get all the Jews out too because they hate America?
Sure, a lot of them do. I
All
think
right,
we
so then there
should
you
get
go.
rid of.
You're a racist too.
Should get rid of all the people that hate America, in my opinion,
I agree.
including Israel. There's a lot of people there that
I
don't like America, and I know that's a sore subject since you've taken money from Jews in the past in your musical career.
have I?
Sure, who else gets you in that business, Myke? You're telling me that
I
you've
don't know.
never had
I don't remember
Jewish...
getting one check from a.
You've never were hired by any gigs or anything in the music industry that relate to those that are Jewish.
I can't play for you because you're a Jew. I don't know. You think I got paid lots and lots of money?
Lord.
I saw a funny thing once on that said, "How much is Myke Hideous worth?" Do you know how much they thought I was worth?
25 cents.
$1 million.
$1 million.
They thought I was, yeah, that was my worth.
Well, that's
I
not
couldn't
good.
believe it.
Yeah, that's not good.
But I don't know who paid me. I mean, I don't know what their history was. I didn't say, well, you want us to play at the Limelight? Are you a Jew? Because if you're a Jew, I'm not going to play at the Limelight.
Myke, is that
I
your
don't
cat
know.
back there?
Yes.
Oh no. That is crazy. Well, I hope the cat's fine.
That's fine. He just happens to
Be
get
hungry?
a little loud. Yeah, no, I fed them already.
I see.
We went on later tonight.
My cats are fat asses, by the way. They always want food.
You have fat ass cats?
Not exactly, but they're aspiring to be. They are aspiring to be in a major way.
My newer cat Booger is becoming a big fat cat. She looks like a cougar now.
Very nice. Very nice. And speaking of the music industry, I know we're gonna change gears here. There's someone else out there who looks kind of like an alien, by the way. And that would be one Kelly Osbourne, Myke. She does appear to look kind of alienish, Myke.
Oh my God, she does.
So
She
it's
really
kind of
does.
on the topic here of aliens and all this sort of discussion that we have going on tonight, whether or not the sort of UFO stuff is a distraction from what a lot of people in America are outraged about. People are very angry about this, and it's not just a Trump thing, Myke. So it's a whole system thing, Myke. And a lot of pedophilia, a lot of young girls, especially the videos that feature a Jeffrey Epstein chasing very young-looking women. Well, children, essentially, not women. There's a lot of weirdness, but now I'm looking at a photograph of one Kelly Osbourne. And it's worse than I imagined, Myke. It is worse than I imagined. Kelly Osbourne, that is.
Okay.
And I'll show you a photograph of her if you haven't seen one yet.
I have, but bring it up.
Ooh.
Maybe it's a new one.
It's not a new one, but this is just like a stock photograph of what Kelly Osbourne looks like. Yes, not far from an alien. So she's going through some serious issues right now.
Oh my God.
You see that,
Oh my
Myke?
God.
What happened there?
She reminds me of that other skinny broad with who hangs out with the bald-headed black chick. What's her name?
Oh,
We did
Ariana
it- we
Grande,
did-
yes.
Yeah, we did a show on it. Looks just like her. She's anorexic now, or bulimic, one or the other.
One of those, yes, one of those things. It's pretty
What a horrible
insane.
look.
Yeah, and do you remember what she used to look like before? She was
Chubby.
a little bit chubby, and I think that's what really got things going in her life. She obviously grew up behind the camera, and I do feel bad for her. I don't mean to make fun of her in that regard, because that's that's kind of messed up to make fun of anybody, but we are sort of making fun of her in a lighthearted way, that she does look like an alien. But yes, she's basically spent her entire life told her body was wrong and it looked disgusting. It was hacked. They're saying hacked it smaller with surgery. Then got dragged for being, yes, but she's been dragged to the ringer for both being too fat and now too thin. Isn't that crazy?
Oh my God! Look at those photographs. She looks horrible.
She does look horrible, but you don't want to kick a person, at times. And again, especially, she was on this TV show, and, she was a little bit on the chunky side. And, she spent, I'm sure, a lot of years of being told that she's like fat and gross, and now, again, she lost weight, and it seems like she's a Holocaust survivor now.
Yep.
It's sad.
All these Hollywood people and elitists, they're all on Ozempic now.
They're all on Ozempic. By the way, she had gastric sleeve surgery.
What is that? When they remove?
I think so.
Or they clamp it.
They do something. I'm not exactly sure the procedure, the medical procedure, but yes, it's pretty sad. But after Ozzy Osbourne's death, her more dramatic weight loss became, again, a fresh target, with people saying, "Are you sick? Get off Ozempic. You look like shit." Essentially, that's what people were saying. It's pretty sad.
Remember how just a couple of years ago it was like, "Oh, you're fat. Oh, you look so hot."
Oh, yes.
And now all the fat people who have died.
All the Victoria's Secret models they had. Remember that? They had the bigger size women.
And now, all of a sudden, it's like a complete 180. And they're like,
complete 180, yes.
Yeah, or 360.
360, there we go. And speaking of, I understood what you're saying, though. But, Myke, I was going to tell you, not too long ago, this must have been maybe a few nights ago, it was like 1 a.m., I was looking at something on Boomer Book, Facebook.
Boomer Book.
And, sometimes it tells you, like, it recommends friends for you. It's like, it's friend recommendations, that sort of bullshit. People that you might be interested in. And I saw at least 2 or 3 ex-girlfriends of mine. And I got curious.
Oh, okay. I think I know where you're going.
I got curious, so I clicked that profile. And Myke, let me tell you, I dodged several bullets. I clicked that profile and I saw what these women have transformed into, Myke, and believe me,
I get what you're saying now.
Maron.
Okay.
Maron, Myke. These good Lord, I don't know what happened to them. I mean, again, these were very good-looking women at one time, and now time was not too kind to them. Let's put it that way.
They got comfortable.
They got real comfortable and very homely. Yep. They shit out a few kids, and in my opinion, some of these women are very unfit to be parents, Myke.
Shit out a few kids.
And Myke, I'm telling you, this goes back to what I was telling you earlier during the program about how there's some people out there that shouldn't be parents. And these girls, these women, they fell into that category. And Myke, I know I've told you this numerous times when we had these sort of discussions, but I don't know, man. I'm pretty anti-government at times.
I know.
I'm all about personal freedoms. This is why I support anybody out there to go and marry whoever, whatever they want. I don't give a shit. I could really give a fuck less who you love, who you want to date. If you want to dress like a bitch, you want to dress any way you want, go the fuck ahead. I don't give a shit what you want to do. That's none of my business. And I sure as fuck don't believe the government should tell you any fucking thing either. But Myke, I gotta be honest with you. We gotta do something about these women having these fucking pieces of shit kids, man. I'm telling you, my friend. There's got to be some sort of regulation, some sort of license of sorts, Myke, to shit out these kids. I'm telling you. But how we go about governing these sort of things, that's a little bit out of my pay grade, Myke. I haven't figured that one out yet.
Deport them all.
Deport them all, yes. Send them to Iraq. Send them to Afghanistan.
Put a parachute on them and just drop them out of the plane on some country.
Drop them over. Drop them off over at Jeffrey Epstein's island.
I finally got to see footage of that island and actually how big it was.
It's a big island.
You think so? I didn't think it was that big. I mean, I guess it's big enough for just,
Well, let me ask you, Myke, how many islands do you own?
Exactly. I wish I did. If we can just stray away from the story real quick.
Sure.
When I lived in Jersey, so I lived in this big building. It was built in 1880. A lot of history. It was a historical building. I lived on the second floor. I had this big art studio before I moved here. So when my friend bought the building, and I think he bought it somewhere around 2007.
Oh, okay.
Maybe 2006. Yeah. He was doing really good with real estate. He was buying property, and at one point, right after he bought the building, I was at his house one day. He lived in Patterson, my old town, and we were sitting there, we was talking, and he was showing. He pulled out this map, and him and his wife at the time were considering buying an island in New York State.
Oh my!
Yeah, and the island actually had lots on it for property, so that if you wanted to build, you had already had scoped out sections for property. So what I'm getting to is that he had mentioned this, and I'm like, Brian, I got to come with you. I want to do this.
Wow.
I would love to live on an island. Problem was, in the winter, the lake that surrounded the island freezes over. And when it freezes over, there's only one way to get across, and that's I think by what they call it, the snowmobile across the ice.
I see.
I'm not a very big fan of crossing vast quantities of water on a heavy piece of machinery on ice. So that kind of turned me off. Sorry, I just wanted to tell you that little story. I thought it was kind of interesting.
That is pretty cool, though.
But to live on an island would be cool, right?
In a way, yeah, it'd be kind of neat to be on an island. Yes,
not a frozen area like New York State.
No.
He was down by the Bahamas, if I remember correctly, right?
Who was?
Jeffrey Epstein.
I believe so.
I think it was either off the coast of Florida or possibly either Georgia.
Let me look that up. I'm trying to remember. Where exactly were we? Oh yes, you're right. It's it's Virgin Islands. Yes, the Caribbean.
Virgin Islands.
There we go.
Okay,
yes,
right.
I completely blanked out there. I had to go look it up.
What is that? Bermuda? That's down there.
Got all that shit there. Yeah.
Yeah. Now that would be a nice place to have an island because you get sunshine and heat. The only thing is, if there's a tidal wave,
right?
Bye.
Yeah, you're gone at that point.
Yeah, no thanks.
Good Lord. But yes. Oh my goodness, Myke.
What a strange thing.
A strange world we live in.
With those, I'm sorry, we were talking about UFOs.
Everything is I'm just saying, what a strange world we live in, Myke. If you just take a step back and revert from going after Muslims for a moment, Myke, just think about how crazy things are in this world.
I'll try.
Yeah, dude, do you not see that?
Muslims! Oh, sorry.
But you know what I mean? It's just what a wild, wacky world we live in.
Yeah. And it's funny because as good as as better a country I think that we've had, compared to the last 4 years, I still
Yeah.
think that in the future, I'm concerned. I'm worried. I'm worried because eventually that pendulum's going to swing back. And if we get a cuckoo in office, they might bring us right back down to a bad level again where we're going to be in trouble. I want to see America flourish. I want to see things get better. But I don't know, man. The way things are going, I just think everybody's fucking crazy.
Well, I'm glad you're waking up, Myke, because that's what I've been saying.
I've been woke. So to
Yeah,
speak.
well, not woke enough.
Not woke.
Woke enough is not believing any of these people have the best interest for you, Myke. That's actually
Well,
waking
I'm
up,
there.
realizing that these people, you shouldn't even want them to be ruling over you, since nothing truly matters to these people that have this kind of power and this kind of say. They are lawless. They could do whatever they want. They could fuck kids. They could fuck anything they want. They could fuck the American public. They could fuck the world. And that's exactly what these people have been doing since the beginning of time.
Wasn't always like this.
Oh, it's been this way. This is why
Yeah, but
I believe we need to do something, my friend. Now,
Yeah,
I'm
what
not
are we gonna do?
not suggesting
gonna do?
anybody do anything, but I'm surprised. It seems like a lot of people are pretty angry out there. So if people start dropping, well, don't be surprised. That's all
Well,
I'm
that's what-
saying.
That's the way the left thinks.
People are pissed off, not just the left. Everybody is pretty angry
right.
right now with what's going on.
Yep.
People were angry all over the place, not just people on the left, Myke.
Oh, I know. People on the right are fucking pissed too, and they're pissed because some of them think that Trump isn't doing enough to get these people out of the country. Some people think he should go draconian.
Draconian. I like that.
Draconian.
That sounds like an alien.
When you go draconian on somebody, it means you go medieval on their ass.
Yes, like Stone Cold Steve Austin. My goodness, Myke. We live in crazy times, my friend.
Yeah, sadly. Never thought I'd
When
see
does it
in my
end?
life.
I'm just wondering, when does it all end, Myke?
You know, Michael, that's a very good
This is
question.
insane.
I have an older brother, and a couple of weeks ago, I had to go visit him, and we had a brother to brother talk.
Brother.
And I said to him, or I asked him, I said, when you were younger, you saw people protesting for the Vietnam War. You saw people protesting for women's rights or
Right.
whatever. Do you think now is just as bad as time or worse a time than back in the 70s? And he said, everybody is so concerned right now that things are terrible. And for some, for the most part, they are. However, he said, things were terrible in the 70s. Things were terrible in the 60s and the 50s, the 40s, and all the ways down the line. And what he was trying to tell me was that no matter what, there's always going to be a bad circumstance that takes place. The only difference is nowadays we have the internet, we have social media. All of a sudden, the world has become smaller. So now we see everything that's going on.
Every
all
little
over the
nook
world.
and cranny, right?
Right. And
I definitely do miss the
term-
times up, Myke. I don't mean to interrupt you, but I think you agree with me when I say this. I certainly do miss the times when we weren't also connected.
Yep. I was going to just say the same thing. When before fax machines and beepers and answering machines and cell phones and the internet and social media, life was different. Yeah, there was still corruption going on. Yeah, there
Sure.
were still horrendous, barbaric things taking place. War still happened. But we didn't hear about it.
We
We
didn't.
didn't read about it.
No.
We read about it through the media, but not the way we do today.
Yeah, not like today, that's for sure. Not like today. Not like today when you were talking back on in AOL chat rooms, trolling people. Not like those early days of the internet when things were a little bit more innocent. And now you talk to someone online, you don't know who you're talking to either. Could be a Fed, it could be Jeffrey Epstein, it could be Bill Clinton. It could be Jelly Roll.
Oh gosh.
You never know. This world's crazy, Mike, but I definitely do agree with you. Things have become a lot smaller in this world, that's for sure. We've been exposed to too much. I think we have been completely sensory overloaded, Mike.
I believe so too.
And I think that's for design. I think that's all part of the design, my friend. It's not organic, and I hate to go back to the Epstein files again, but these people all controlled these branches of social media as well, and really set off different sort of agendas out there. Maybe to divide us. I don't know.
Oh, I believe that 100%.
I mean, social media is a form of social engineering, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It's pretty dangerous. It's pretty dangerous, and I think people are finding out right now.
One person who has been specific about that is George Soros.
George Soros, another Jew.
There's another, yeah, but he don't like Jews, so he doesn't count. He's a
different kind of Jew, yes.
Yeah, he's a jackass. But there's another guy too whose name escapes me, a European guy. I don't know if he's German or Swiss or whatever. You know, I'm sure you know what I'm about to bring up. I'm sure you know about this topic.
Who?
The Great Reset.
The Great Reset.
You know about that, right?
I think so.
I thought you did.
I think I do.
So there's people out there that want to basically either start a war or have some sort of.
Are you taking me down to a conspiracy rabbit hole, Mike? Is that what's going on here with Schwab? Schwab, yes.
Is that his name?
I believe so.
He's got a heavy accent when he speaks English.
I believe so.
Yeah, he's if it's the same guy that we're talking about, he was the one that initiated this so-called Great Reset. I think I'm using the term properly. And it's basically to wipe humanity out, start over again.
Right, yes, this is from him, but that was COVID-19. But of course, this all still applies. And goes back to the depressed Hawaiian, talking about all these sort of agendas, and these are sort of the things being talked about as well in the Epstein files, by the way.
That's right.
With Bill Gates as well.
Yep, another scumbag.
Who gave his wife an STD.
Yeah, what do you know what he gave her? It wasn't AIDS, right?
No, it wasn't AIDS, no.
Probably
probably like gonorrhea or something.
Yeah, syphilis or something.
Syphilis, gonorrhea, but yes, well, she's living her best life right now. She's making plenty of money off of that Bill Gates money. She's living good. She's fine. She's doing good.
Wish I was his ex-wife.
I know. It almost makes you want to contract an STD now from a billionaire.
Wow, what a shock! Did you see the images of Prince?
Sorry.
Prince.
By the way, Mike, sometimes I got to mute myself if you don't hear me. It's probably because I'm laughing hysterically. There's a lot of that goes on in this program.
I don't know why you do that. I like when you laugh.
Well,
I like when you laugh at my jokes.
I got a no sell sometimes. It's funnier that way. When I don't react, it's even better.
I know.
So
I get you. Did you see the images of King George's brother, like being arrested? He's fucked.
You mean yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, crazy.
He was arrested.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that.
I love when they show the interview. There's a British woman interviewing him, and she's talking about a picture in which he was seen with a young woman, obviously a woman who was far younger than he was.
That's right.
And he makes the claim, oh, no, that wasn't me. You see, I had a medical condition in which I didn't sweat.
By the way, here is Prince Andrew on, I'm sure this is the home of Jeffrey Epstein. This photo was released by, I think I got it off of TMZ, to be honest. I think it's just one of the first images that popped up, but in this photo, it's a Prince Andrew and with a young toddler, and they're playing with a ball. It looks very innocent at first, but then when you look at even more photographs, it becomes apparent that this toddler is playing with a ball that's shaped after a tit,
Get out.
a breast.
No way.
I'm serious.
Is this video footage or just
There's the
This
tit.
is
There
the-
it is. Look at that, Mike.
can't quite tell. It's hard to tell.
That's a
Let me see if I
breast
can zoom
right
in.
there. Look at that.
Let me see if I can zoom in.
Oh, it's pretty big here on my screen.
It looks kind of round, but I can't quite tell.
You can't see there's a nipple there.
I can't. No, that the image is too blurry.
Dude, you need to check your eyes. I could
Dude, I
see
got my
a
glasses on.
giant tit in front of me.
All right, you want to see what I'm looking at? I'll tell you what I'm looking at. Oh, there you go. Now I can see it. Now the little boy's picking it up.
Yes.
But the other one was the one on the rug. It literally looked like the rug was blending into the ball, but now I can see it quite clearly.
Well, yeah, you couldn't see it in the other image. I'm a little bit ahead of you and the people out there in the chat room. But yes, this is a toddler, and he's
Booby.
picking up a tit there for some odd reason. Very strange.
Booby ball.
A tit ball. Highly
think it's-
inappropriate. That's a child.
Do you think that's inappropriate?
I believe so. But then again, you are satanic and
Hang on.
Talmudic.
Hang on.
No,
Let
see,
me
this
see-
is
let
where
me-
this is where we draw the line between me and you, Mike. You know, you have the soul of a Talmudic Jew that believes this is normal.
So when a child is that age, it's hasn't been long since he has stopped breastfeeding. You know that, right?
Looks like a young Art Bell. Sorry, I got thrown off. That looks like who?
I said when a child at that age, let me restart. A child at that age hasn't been that long since that child was breastfeeding. For me, I think a breast for a child that age doesn't even comprehend what that is, except for let me suck on it to get milk, because that's what they were doing just a couple of months ago. So I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I don't know if that child. I don't think that child even knows what that is, except for on a woman to get milk. If it was something different, like an older, like
So,
let's just
in
say-
your opinion, this is more innocent looking. That Prince Andrew is with some weird child that's clearly not his own.
I don't know about that. I'm talking about the child playing with a ball that's shaped like a boob.
You don't think that's unusual, though? I mean, how many balls have you seen
is
that
unusual.
have a nipple attached
It is
to
unusual. It is unusual.
Then why can't you just say
However,
that?
I just did.
Don't you think
I
it's a little
also-
odd, though? I mean, you're saying this is an innocent sort of thing, though. I mean, it's a very strange thing that you're saying here.
It is strange. I just
That's
said
all
that
you had to
4 times.
say, yes. But you're saying it was an innocent sort of thing. I don't think there's anything innocent
No.
about this.
I don't know if it's innocent. I think, as I just said, not long ago, that child, how old do you think that kid is? A year?
Maybe less than a year. Maybe about a year.
Okay.
Actually, no, that's
'Cause
about a year or so.
He's got hair.
Yeah, he's got hair already.
wearing-
That's about a year.
So he's still got the baby fat, the chubby baby fat, and he's already walking. How long does it take for a child to walk? Do you know?
I don't know.
Anybody know out
Not
there?
sure.
Any women out there that they can chime in and let us know? Anyway, for a child that no, nobody did. For a child that is walking, it's got to be about a year at least. I would
Someone's saying
imagine.
2 years.
2 years.
1 year, 2 years. We're seeing that here in the chat.
So maybe that child's 2 years.
Maybe about 2, possibly.
Okay, yeah, that child. The jukebox is saying. Junk box is laying.
Junk
looks
box.
like 2 years. 1 year. All right. Let's meet halfway. A year and a half. Okay. All I'm saying is that child not long ago was breastfeeding, and I think I don't think they see it as a sexual item, as say an older adult would see it as more sexualized.
Well, no shit. It's a child. They don't know. That's the obvious. But is it, I mean, is that an appropriate thing, though? I think it's a very odd thing.
I wouldn't say it's appropriate. It's weird. But I don't think it's something that's terribly harmful to the child.
That's a
just
very,
weird that
very
you would
Jewish
do it.
answer there.
Again, the Jews. I think it's a Muslim answer.
I think it's a very Jewish answer.
I think it's a Muslim Jew answer.
I don't. Just because these people you love so much. I mean,
What
you could
people?
defend all the Jews you want, Myke. It's pretty
I'm not
outrageous.
why is this kid Jewish?
He might be. I don't know.
Look,
All I know is that
I'm
this looks
just-
kind of weird, and you're kind of justifying why it's not weird. So it's a
No,
weird
I
sort of
didn't justify
conversation to have with
anything.
you here about this. I didn't know
said it
you
was weird.
viewed things this way. Again, this is the
Sixth time.
Talmudic sort of spirit that you have.
Exactly. I'm a Jew.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Most normal people wouldn't see this and think this was a sort of an innocent sort of a thing, Myke. But you, for some odd reason, you think this is normal.
Okay, so nobody else thinks that a child at that age doesn't see that ball as a sexual item?
The child doesn't see it that way.
Well,
But that's not what. But that's not
child?
what we're talking about. We were talking about everything here, not just if this is a sexual thing for the child. That's not what I'm implying. It's a weird thing to have in general, is what I'm saying.
As I said, I'm reiterating for the 7th time.
Mod
I said
on.
it was weird. I said it was weird. It's odd. No doubt about it.
That's all you had to say.
Is it?
That's all you had to say, man. Jesus Christ.
I did. I said it 7 times. Is it affecting the child? I don't think so. I don't think it's.
I mean,
affecting
it's
the
just
child.
gross. It's not. It's a ball, for fuck's sake. But it's
a ball.
it's
So is it better
inappropriate.
to have
That's
a
all.
tit in the child's face?
I mean, I didn't get raised by a ball with a nipple on it. Did you?
No, of course not.
There you go. I rest my case.
Just saying.
I said
that
my
the kid
piece. I said my
Was
piece.
sucking a boob not long ago.
You have a very strange way of looking at the world, Myke, and that is the
I do.
Talmudic way.
That's why I'm a Satanist.
Oh my God! See, no wonder. See, ladies and gentlemen, Exhibit A. Myke is a Talmudic Jew. He actually finds this sort of normal. That is insane.
No, once again, didn't say it was normal. Said it was weird.
Yeah, something's wrong with you.
Yes, definitely something wrong with me. Just
I
because
I
brought it
honestly
up.
think there's something wrong with you, Myke. But that's
because I
that's
brought up-
between you and I don't know who, but that's between you and Christ, I guess.
Yahweh.
Yahweh. There we go. Your other God you like.
Yes, my Talmudic Jew overlord.
And does this look normal to you? Let's pick your brain a little bit more. See, now this is a photograph of Jeffrey Epstein and another child that doesn't belong to him. It's blacked out. And do you see where his foot is? Do you think that is a normal thing to do?
When I was a child, I had multiple relatives, as well as my mother.
That put their foot up your
aunt,
ass that way.
and didn't put their foot up. His foot is not up the kid's ass, number one.
Yes, it is.
It is. No, it's
I could
not.
see his foot kind of lifted up. I didn't know you were a
I see
pedophile
his foot
protector.
too.
Oh my goodness.
Don't say things.
I
like that.
think you
don't
might
need
be
that
now.
I don't need that kind of.
I mean, I didn't believe it at
First
first,
and
but
foremost,
now it's
his
like
foot is not up his ass.
this is very strange, Myke. You're starting to worry me.
You see a foot up his ass?
I do.
Okay, well,
There's
I see
a
foot
leg going
behind
upward.
him.
It's a little weird. I mean, that's not your child. Whose child that
I
is,
don't know
I don't
about
know.
you. I don't know about your bringing up, but when I was a kid, I played horsey, and I would sit on my father's leg and pretend it was a horsey, and he would go up and down with his legs so that I was riding a horse. I was a child. Did it sexualize me? No. My mother did the same thing. So did
Well,
my
I mean,
brother.
actually, they did because you have been on stage half naked, essentially. So, I mean, it's kind of has sexualized you to a certain degree. Absolutely.
All right.
Well, I mean, turned out to be a Satanist, Myke. I mean, come on.
Right, all because I played horsey on my father's leg.
Absolutely. You were molested, Myke.
Good thing they didn't give me a ball with a tit on it.
Literally.
I'd been raping.
Absolutely. Well, again, Myke, I had no idea you thought this sort of way.
Thought what sort of way?
That this is all normal. And there's a
I
lot
didn't
of
say it was
videos and a
normal.
lot of photographs, by the way. I'm just saying this is very odd to be answering this way. That's all.
First and foremost, what's his name? Epstein. Epstein is a freak. Do you know that? All right, so
I just don't see this as an innocent
old
thing. That's
guy.
all.
I'm an old guy. Do you know that when I've seen my nieces and my nephews when they were babies, do you know I used to give them a kiss and a hug when I said hello to them and goodbye?
Good for you. That's a
Yeah,
nice
well,
thing to do.
does that make me weird?
Not at all. I don't understand the correlation here between this
Well,
foot is cradling a child that doesn't belong to
I've
Epstein.
also I've also had children sit on my lap and hold them. It
Hopefully
doesn't mean
they were, a relative or something. I don't think
yeah.
Epstein has any relationship to this child, by the way.
Well, no, that I can definitely say I don't know that, but yes, the when I was a child and playing around with my relatives, be it my mother, father, brother, uncles, aunts, grandmother, grandfather, whatever, we did things like that, and it was not in any way sexualized. This guy, on the other hand,
Yeah.
we all know, pardon me, he's got a reputation for being a sick bastard. So what he is doing there, I don't know for sure, but anybody else, I would say it would be an average, normal thing for a father or a relative to do that to their child.
And that is
But this
not,
guy,
he's not the father, though, like
obviously,
Maury.
yes. On the other hand, Mayor Mundummy, that might be his child.
You see, you went to the Muslim thing right away. I don't understand. That
No,
was
I went to the
crazy.
possibility that he might be
You
his
think that's
child.
his child?
Well, it's been speculated.
Good Lord.
You do know that, right? You do know that. You are aware of that, right?
I don't think that's his child.
Okay, that's your opinion.
That looks
but
like
it has been
that looks
brought
like
up.
a girl of sorts, by the
Oh wait,
way.
we're talking about this kid. I'm talking about the possibility of Mundummy being Epstein's child.
Your mind is going everywhere tonight, Myke. I mean, I'm talking about the specific photograph I'm showing you, and then you reverted back to a Muslim thing again.
What Muslim thing? I'm talking about the possibility of Mayor Mundummy being Jeffrey Epstein's bastard child.
That's his child, do you think?
I didn't say that was his child.
I mean,
I
where are you
said-
hearing this?
All right, never mind. Forget it. I'm not.
I'm just wondering, where do you hear this?
You haven't seen it on
That this is his
all the-
child. That's Jeffrey Epstein's bastard child.
I didn't say
Is that what you're telling
that
me?
kid in that picture.
That's not what I'm saying, Myke.
Epstein's child.
Yes, that's not what I'm talking about, though.
All right. Well, I'm not going to talk about it because you
Maron.
totally screwed everything I said.
Yes, but I understand what you were saying about
I don't think you
that
did.
being his son, which
we're on that now?
I don't believe that to be true.
We're on the Muslim again? Okay.
Yeah, I don't believe that's his kid. I think we would have
Okay.
known.
Oh, like we knew everything else about Epstein?
Pretty much, it's been out there. There's a lot out there in these emails.
We didn't
by the way.
know that. We didn't know that George Bush allegedly murdered a child.
We've heard things like that.
We did, because I never did.
I did.
From
Worse
who?
than that. It's been out there. There's been
Is it
rumors
really?
of these sort of things. Yes, but
That's the first
is
time
it true,
I ever
though?
heard it.
Well, just because you didn't hear it doesn't mean it hasn't been out there.
Oh, that's why I'm asking you. Where was your sources on this?
This was a long time ago, my friend, that I've heard of these sort of things online about all these sort of things. Yes.
Okay.
But either way, I don't know where you're going with all this. You took me for a strange ride, but that's okay.
No, I think you let it be strange. I was simply trying to ask you the questions, and you made it be strange.
No, your answers made it strange.
No,
Your
you just
Talmudic
accepted them
way,
strange.
the Talmudic
Yes.
spirit came out of you again.
Yeah. Oh, we're talking about the Jews again?
Yes. Well, that's what this man in front of you is, and that's what we were been talking about since the beginning.
He is the most woke anti-Jew there is. He hates Jews. That's why he was trying to plan shit against Israel.
That's why he works for
hated
them.
Jews.
He was hired by
That's a good.
these
That's
people,
a good
though.
point. That's
the
a good point. He
Rothschild
did-
representative,
That's
which
right. He also
primarily
worked
are
for Mossad,
Jews.
right?
Yes.
Or at least they say that he worked for Mossad,
Correct.
FBI, CIA, probably KGB.
Either way, Myke, I think all these people deserve to be offed, to be honest with you. All of these sick bastards, Myke.
To be opt.
To be offed.
off. Okay.
Correct.
I couldn't agree
Got to
more.
get rid of them all, Myke. I'm telling you.
It's pretty bad. I never, ever, ever thought I would read or hear about some of the things that they said and or did. It's just like a nightmare.
It
It's
is
a horror movie.
No, it is.
And
It's wild.
the fact that he had so much power, all over the world.
Yes.
It's astonishing.
It's a little weird that this man had all this power, all kinds of wild shit going on with this guy. And everybody protects him. The government's protecting him. Got everything out there. Whoa, sorry about that, folks. I didn't know there was audio playing out there. I switched over to a different graphic scene to get away from the child stuff. And there was sounds of the ocean playing there, I think. My apology, ladies and gentlemen. I had no idea this thing had audio. I had to mute that. But yes, Myke, to your point. I know. I apologize. I don't know what happened there. The audio started playing on this ocean thing that you see on your screen there. Sorry about that, folks. I had no idea. I thought I got rid of that. But yes, case in point, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of sick bastards out there that we gotta get rid of. They gotta be long gone, Myke. Get them out of here.
I'm sorry, I'm reading something that somebody wrote.
What they write?
We heard about the George Bush thing during the Matrix of Evil and American Dictators series by Jones. I don't know what that means. I was reading it, trying to understand it.
Yeah, don't let the chat room confuse you, Myke.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's a distracting. I know.
I'm turning it off.
It distracts me sometimes, I'm going to be honest. So I try not to look at it that much. I try to look away. But yes, Myke. Crazy times we live in, and again, going back to these alien stuff, these files, hopefully something cool comes from them. I'm at least hoping for that.
I hope he reopens the 9/11 files. That would be interesting.
That'd be cool. I agree. I think that'd be fantastic. I think the American public need to know.
Hey, by the way, you know what I just saw yesterday online?
What'd you see?
They're saying, we've had this conversation so many times, you and I. They're saying the possibility that Kurt Cobain was indeed murdered.
I did see that.
Did you see it recently?
I did. That was pretty awesome.
As soon as I saw that, I immediately thought about the conversations you and I have had about Kurt Cobain and the possibility of his wife,
Courtney.
Possibly, what would be the term? Initiating or asking somebody to do it for her.
Oh, yes. We've been talking about that for a very long time, me and you. And I believe it.
When you asked me, I told you straight out, I think she did it.
I honestly do believe that.
Well, they opened up the case again. And if I remember correctly, don't quote me on this, I think they opened it up and then looked into it a little bit, found a little bit of nefarious information taking place or some nefarious circumstances that had taken place.
Right.
And then they closed the files.
Yes, too much. It got too much for them.
Yeah. That was in Seattle or California?
I believe that was in Seattle when that all went down.
Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, Seattle, Washington State. Corruption
all over the place.
Yeah. I say that only because, why would you put the files away on the possibility of a homicide and not look into it further and just close it? Oh, we don't look at this anymore.
Absolutely.
What is going on?
What is going on Earth, Myke? It's pretty outrageous, but yes, I'm looking forward to see what happens with all these sort of things. If we will actually get any actual answers, some transparency about all these sort of things, including whether or not Courtney did kill her husband.
Mod on.
And Myke, I can't believe there's been so many different people that made songs about Courtney Love in the past.
Is that so?
Correct. I don't think she's that great, even in her prime. I didn't think she
No.
was worthy of having multiple lead singers of bands create songs about her.
I don't think so either.
I don't think she's worth shit.
I don't like her. Never liked.
I don't care for her. I don't care for her or her music. None of that. I think she stinks, Myke.
What was her band? Hole
Oh, there we go. Yes.
says it all.
Oh well, you still would have dated her in the back in the day.
Believe it or not, I never liked her. I didn't think she was good looking. I didn't think she was talented. I thought her band sucked. And the only reason I think she got popular was because of her husband being Kurt Cobain in Nirvana.
Correct. I don't disagree with you, Myke. But she definitely killed her husband, that's for sure. Someone says, who was that? Junk Box, he's saying the first whole album Live Through This was pretty good. The rest was garbage, he says.
Yeah.
Yes, Courtney Love looked like the type that lived next door to Jason Callan. Jason Callan is a YouTuber of sorts, by the way. So in other words, he's saying he's low rent.
Seems that way.
I'm not saying that, by the way. Jason Callan, if you do find this program, that is what Asuka said. Clearly not by me. I don't know
Asuka.
him.
Do you know Asuka?
I believe I do know Asuka. That's a good human being, by the way.
Oh, we're talking about Asuka on the chat.
In the chat room, yes.
Okay, my apologies.
They're good people. They're good people. But yes, this is getting clipped. Yes, I've found a lot of clips of this program on BitChute and on Rumble. I've seen a few things and other places. A few of our shows have showed up in all kinds of weird places. Shows I've done in the past, Myke, with the late John Lear, and of course Michael Aquino. Those programs we've done with him. A lot of shows keep coming back up. I still get emailed about a lot of these shows from the past, from people just discovering these sort of things. Myke, it's been tremendous.
Cool. Are you saying people are using clips of your shows, or they're using the entire show?
Just clips. In podcast, I've heard some of the shows I've done being brought up, and on different channels out there around the interwebs, and just random places the show will get brought up, and I love that.
I was just going to ask you, do you find that to be a flattering or an insult?
Flattering? Why an insult?
Well, some people would get mad if they're stealing their content.
Oh, I don't think they're stealing it at all. I think they're just sharing it. They find it interesting.
Yeah.
They are enjoying it. And that's all I could really ask for. I'm glad people out there are enjoying it. And I get emails on the reg, Myke. People just
Good.
discovering the program and hearing some of the shows we've done together, Myke. People actually enjoy.
That's good. I try to do the same thing with my show. I use clips, not long ones, just clips, not a whole thing. Just clips to talk about a certain topic or subject, whether it's the Jews or the Muslims.
Sure. I believe you.
But I think they have the rules where you can use a certain portion, provided it's not copywritten, especially with music. You can use a clip if you're discussing the content about it. You can't just play it and like walk away from your podcast like that piece of shit. What's his name? Hassan Pecker.
Oh, Hassan Pecker. Yes, your favorite guy.
I fucking hate that.
Yes, I've never once thought you would ever bring that guy's name up, ever. So that was pretty funny that you did.
The only reason I do is because I know my co-host Brian and I on my podcast, we were on Twitch for a while, using that platform. Again, I don't know how it all works. He handles that stuff.
Yeah.
But we were on Twitch, and I was like, "Hey, isn't this the same platform that Hassan Pecker is on?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I said, "I fucking hate that son of a bitch." He says, "Good, let's do a show about him." I'm like, "Yeah, let's do a show about it."
That's pretty fun. Very nice, Myke. Yeah. Oh my goodness, Myke, I'm looking at the time, and holy moly, we've gone on longer than I thought we would be.
Yeah, let's go for 2 more hours.
You want to? I mean, I easily could. I have enough fuel in the tank to talk to you longer. I'm pretty experienced. I've done pretty lengthy shows. There was a secret show I did once that was 6 hours.
Whoa, that's longer than the other one.
Yes, I've actually gone on 6 hours straight. By the way, now actually I was doing a lot of the talking. By the way,
Were you like? Was this a recent show or?
no, this was about a year or so ago. It was only played
So it was
by
a Deacon program.
It was, but it was a private sort of a listening thing for just a very small group of listeners out there. It was a special thing that I did, and
And it
that
was you alone?
me alone talking for 6 hours.
Wow.
Absolutely. So I had plenty of fuel in the tank. I could go on about all kinds of things, and I thought, this is going to be a very special show. I thought, well, only a select few are worthy enough to listen to this one, and I went on a tirade about all kinds of things. By the way, from political to just life in general. I took on different questions from a small group of people and answered about 200 questions. By the way,
See, that's when it's easy, when you can get people to interact with you and have a conversation, so to speak, where they ask you the question. Were they live with you on the phone or just asking questions through DMs?
yes, it was through. I believe that was on StreamYard, or no, it was. I don't know if it was on Zoom or StreamYard, but I just held a small little. It was like a direct call with all these people and me, essentially, and I was getting asked these questions, and I went off, my friend. I went off on everything. I shared probably a little too much. I think I did pretty good, though. I mean, 6 hours is a long time, Myke, and I made it as entertaining as humanly possible, and everybody stayed the entire time. I couldn't believe it. But that's a whole nother story. Oh, did I lose you, Myke? Did I lose Myke? Where'd you go, Myke? Uh-oh. I think I got booted off. Speaking of being booted off, I think I actually just got kicked off of the platform here. No wonder I didn't hear Myke for a moment. Oh, there we are. Myke, I don't know what happened, my friend.
Bro, I lost you for a second. I was just sending text messages.
No wonder. I'm like, what happened to Myke? Did he fall off? But yes, Myke, I went on a long sort of rant and went on about 6 hours. Truly, that was quite the performance. But yes, it was a lot easier, though, getting fed questions and that sort of thing in that regard. And again, I think I overshared.
Too much information.
Everything, Myke. They stole my essence, and I've not done a show like that since. But maybe one of these days I'll do something like that for those who give a shit. But anyways, Myke, it's been a great time. I had a fun time with you, Myke. It's always nice to talk to you, and I think some people out there, Myke, and don't take this the wrong way. There's people that love the program. There's people that are diehard fans of the program, and I appreciate a lot of them. And they like you too. But there is that group of people that they're like, why is Myke on the program? Why is this? And, they email me these things, and I tell them all the time that it's good to have you on since you have a different opinion about things. And it makes the program better when there's two different opinions on things.
Well, I would sincerely hope it's more than that. I mean,
well, no, but I'm saying it's a good fundamental thing to have, though. When everybody is too much the same, that gets kind of boring. But we see eye to eye on a lot of things. But this brings another element, is what I'm saying, to a program like this. There's too many shows out there that both people are way too aligned. They suck each other's asses, and I don't really give two fucks about shows like that, to be honest. I like when there's a little bit of conflict, there's a little disagreeing going on. I believe that makes a program way more entertaining.
Well, that's just different opinion, and I understand that. That's
absolutely
debatable opinion. But I certainly wouldn't want to be on the show if that's all I'm on for.
No, of course not.
I would consider you to be a friend.
Well, yes, I told you in the beginning of the program, I've known you for a long time, and I love you. And I don't say I love you to anybody, by the way.
Right. And you know that I've told you countless times how grateful I am for how you've helped me understand how to do podcasts.
Absolutely.
And
Yes, sir.
have had me come on the show. But to anybody out there who thinks that there's no reason for me to be on the show, I want them to
they
know.
don't know, Myke. It's a small minority of people, though. It's not. Most people know why we're here, why we're having fun doing this program. I'm just saying that's a small little group of people that aren't smartened up yet or don't know really the method to everything here on the program. Behind the curtain is what I'm saying.
And that's fine. What I was trying to say is that I think those people should understand first and foremost that aside from being opposing opinion,
Yeah,
I want to be your friend.
well, we
I
are.
want them to understand.
Yeah, we
I
are.
understand
Yeah.
that, but I mean, I think they need to understand that one of the main reasons I'm on the show is because I'm your friend.
Absolutely, that's the main reason.
I don't want them to think otherwise. Because
No.
frankly, I don't give a fuck what they think.
I agree. Believe me, I do
I
too.
consider you my friend, and that's the only reason I do this show.
Absolutely, Myke. I agree. 100%.
And as far as anybody else if I may just take another minute here.
Oh, go ahead, my friend.
As far as anybody else who calls in, like the Hawaiian guy, the depressed Hawaiian who called in, and even people like Roman or anybody else who 9 times out of 10 disagree with what I have to say, I'm not out to make brownie points with anybody, but I am here to have decent conversation with people. When people start cutting me down, that's why I don't look at the chat anymore.
No, that's part of the program, though. I mean, there's always going to be people that disagree with both
Right.
of us, by the way. And the people that you see here on the YouTube, by the way, much different audience, by the way, for those that primarily only listen to the podcast rendition of the program, Myke.
Right. You were saying, you've told me on a number
Oh,
of
yeah.
occasions.
Oh, yeah.
So again, people, I'm Mike's friend, and I consider myself Michael's friend, and that's why I do this show, and that's the only reason I do this show.
Absolutely. And I appreciate that wholeheartedly, by the way, Myke. In case you forgot, I think it's because the way we talk to each other, I think that confuses some people at times.
I would imagine.
And that's just the way we like to communicate. And
I understand it.
And you let me
Yeah,
get away
sorry.
with it at times too, because Myke, I honestly wouldn't talk to you this way in person. I'd be a lot
Right,
more
we do a
pleasant.
show.
Yeah, we're doing a show. We're having fun. We're busting balls, having a good time here, and I think people should understand that.
Right, and I'm just trying to make it clear to people that I'm not an enemy here. I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
somebody. When these people say the things that they do, I'm not out to please them. I'm out to
These people
have
actually
a discussion with you.
Yeah. By the way, these people actually like you, by the way. That's a thing you should also recognize, by the way. Even though they will go after you at times, Myke, these people actually genuinely care about you. Believe it or not. Now, it might not sound like they do, but they do. They still do.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, they love you.
I believe you.
Yeah, they like you.
Okay.
Even the depressed Hawaiian likes you.
Sometimes it doesn't seem like it, but
Well, I mean, they have different opinions about things. They doesn't mean that they
opinions are one
hate you.
thing. Well, there have been some comments that have been made that are quite rude and obnoxious.
Well, of course, but that's the internet. That's kind of the way these fellas like to communicate with each other, Myke. It doesn't mean they actually hate you, despise you, think you're a piece of shit. Nothing like that. They actually quite the contrary. They do love you. They enjoy you. They've been listening to us, some of these people, for years, Myke.
Right.
Yeah. Absolutely, Myke. But yes, Myke, I just thought I should tell you that, I am your friend, of course. Known you for a long time. Definitely love you as a human being, Myke.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I just think you don't hear that enough.
No, I know, but I appreciate it. And, I've always told you that I have a lot of respect for you. I've always thought that you are an extremely talented man in what you do. And that's, for me,
And
that's
believe
the
me,
first
I'm blown
and
away, by the way.
foremost.
I'm blown away that that's coming from you because, I care a lot about you. I've known you for a long time. Always appreciated you for your talents, Myke.
Thank you. But I just wanted to finish saying is
Oh, sorry.
I just wanted to say again that I find you to be a friend, and I'm respectful to you, and that's just who I am. I don't go after anybody um, if I'm doing a show with them or something like that. It's just not my way. It's not my speed. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. I'll just shut up now.
No worries, Myke. By the way, someone said we mostly hate Jerry.
Who?
We mostly hate Jerry. That's what someone Junkbox said. Oh.
Anyway.
Anywho, by the way, I saw a recent interview of him. I don't know if it was a year ago. I don't know if it was 2 years ago, but he's looking pretty rough.
Yeah, his hairline keeps receding.
Time has, yeah, he's been, but the guy's on the road all the time as well. So,
I gotta say this though, him and his brother physically, they look good. They're like, especially his brother. He's fucking rock.
Yeah, he's been working out forever. Yeah,
I know. But even Jerry looked really good for that comeback.
I remember.
However, he's losing his hair profusely, and what he's doing, and he's got this huge bald spot on the top of his head, and he's pulling the hair from the back of his head over the front to do that devil lock.
Yes, I saw that.
I'm like, damn, bro. Oof. It's like it comes all the way from your neck in the back over your head.
I give it to Jerry, though. I mean, this guy's been on the road and playing.
Good for him.
Yeah, good for him. I know he's got his issues as well. Obviously, we all do. We're all flawed. But yes, I do have a respect for him, even though I've shit on the Misfits here plenty of times. Not that I dislike them, but just astonished that they were making that kind of money, by the way.
Yeah.
That is wild.
Yep.
But hey, good for them, though, man.
Yeah, I'm happy for them.
Good for them. They deserve it. Yeah, they deserve it. They've been around for a long time.
Since the 70s.
God damn.
That's a long time.
That's a long time. But Myke, I hate to do this, but I still think I want to show with you and Michael Graves, by the way.
Yeah, no.
I'm telling you guys are two peas in a pod.
Nope.
You guys would get along.
First of all, he won't do it if he knows I'm going to be on. He's not going to do it.
Probably not.
Even if you did it as a surprise.
Well, Myke,
one of us would end up hanging up.
Well, hold on, Myke, hold on. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I did reach out to him.
Mm-hmm.
And he did agree to it, by the way.
Is that so?
He did agree to be on the program. Spoiler alert. He did agree to be on the program. I didn't mention you, though.
Ah, well, there you go.
However, I'm pretty sure he did get curious and did look up the program. And I'm pretty sure he did see your name there.
I'm sure he did.
And
then what?
Well, I mean, I haven't heard from him since. But he did agree. But have I heard from him since? No.
I almost choked. I was drinking water. He did that. I almost spit all my water out on my computer. Yeah, he's not.
Probably not. Probably not.
He hates me. I hate him. Period.
I'm just saying. I mean, it would have been a fun time having you guys shoot the shit. You guys are the same. You guys come from the same region. Essentially, you guys, again, I'm telling you, Myke, in an alternative universe, you guys would have been best friends.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest. I'm
not going to repeat myself, but if he wasn't such a dick to me between 1999 and 2011, none of this would be happening. He created the problem, and that's just the way it is.
Sure. But, time moves forward. People evolve. Thoughts and opinions change. He did say something positive about you not too long ago either, by the way.
Says who?
I've heard it. Came from the horse's mouth.
What?
I'm dying to know.
Well, he did say something positive, by the way. He put you over in a certain way.
Is that so?
I'll go back and find that for you.
I would appreciate.
But he
that
didn't speak
because
about. He didn't talk about you in a negative way, by the way.
well, good for him.
I'm telling you, Myke, we could mend fences here.
We can, yeah, I'm sure. It must not be forgotten that for 11 years I tried to befriend him after I got out of the band.
Again,
and for
though.
11 years.
Again, for
11 years.
I'm not defending him, but
blew me off.
I'm just saying maybe he had a change of heart.
Maybe
he evolved, and people can change. People
They
can change, Myke. People can change.
I'm living proof of that.
Why did you have a sex change?
No, but I'm going for
You're
one.
going for one.
Wednesday, I have to get surgery on my hand.
Do you really?
Yeah, I'm going to get a vagina put on it.
Really though, no. But in all honesty, though, what happened to your hand?
I have a cyst on my first finger between the like where the fingernail bone is and the next bone. Right between them there's a lump that's growing, and it's
oh my goodness, it's a cyst.
It's under the skin. So believe it or not, I have to go for surgery. Do you know they have to put me under to take it out? I can't just get like a regular local and then have them just cut it. Yeah. I'm like, you got to be kidding. For my finger, you're going to put me under?
Yeah, that sounds kind of odd.
I know.
Wow.
Hope they don't molest me while I'm under anesthesia.
I hope not, Myke.
I'm going to end up on an island.
We don't need you to get violated. That's for sure.
Anyway, that's happening Wednesday. I'm getting my surgery on Wednesday.
My goodness. Well, hopefully you make a speedy recovery, Myke, and everything's good.
Yeah.
You'll be able to use your hand in bed.
Yeah, that'll be my other hand.
Oh, the other hand.
Yeah, if I want to change, if I want to feel like somebody else is in the room, then I use my other hand. Yeah, my right hand is fine, and I'm right-handed. So, yeah,
you'll be back in no time.
I'll be back.
You'll be back in no time. Yes. Very nice. Well, Myke, again, my friend, I really enjoyed talking to you here today. It's been a fantastic program, whether you feel that way or not. It was certainly entertaining, that's for sure, for the listeners at home.
Cool. If I may just give a quick information about what's happening for me this week.
Yes, you may.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're interested, first of all, thank you very much for listening. Thank you, Michael, for having me on the show as your co-host. As always, I had a wonderful time. If anyone's interested, on Tuesday, my co-host Brian and I on my podcast will be reviewing the State of the Union speech by President Trump. And then on, I think that starts at 8 or 9 o'clock. I don't know. If you're interested, go to my YouTube page, Hideous Diversion, our YouTube page. Go to Hideous Diversion, and you can find out what time it's going to be. Other than that, on Thursday, we're doing episode 44 of Hideous Diversion. It'll be Brian and I. We're going to be interviewing ghost hunters. No, wait, I stand corrected. We're going to be interviewing someone involved with Bigfoot.
Bigfoot?
Yeah.
I love that.
And I cannot remember the people's... Wait, I got the name right here.
Oh, my goodness,
my apologies.
Myke. You are awful.
You
forgot his name. How dare you?
I wasn't prepared for this. All right, so 26th, we are interviewing... Fuck me in the ass because I don't have it.
Oh, Myke is fumbling. Will he recover?
Sorry, folks.
Let's find out.
I have somewhere written on a piece of paper, and I don't have it in front of me. Apologies. My sincere apologies to the guest, and my sincere apologies to Brian and those who are listening. I don't have the person's name. Anyway, that's Thursday at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 5 o'clock Western Time. Hideous Diversion, episode 44. Hope you listen. And that's it.
And that's it. And that's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote, and the fat lady sang.
And the fat lady sang, because she's not on Ozempic. We do have a obesity problem here in America, though, Myke.
Oh, you think?
In all honesty, I mean, I got some big women out there, Myke.
Mod on is right.
And some heavyweights, and I'm telling you, some of these past girlfriends from the past, I'm telling you, they ballooned up. I'm telling you.
I'm just glad we're out of that stage where everybody was like, congratulate. Oh, you're 400 pounds. Oh, that's excellent. You look so good. Here, have an entire cake. I'm just
You
glad we're
deserve it.
past
Have
that.
this cake, yeah.
Have this cake. You reach 400
Why
pounds.
not?
That's your
Yes.
goal. Yeah, it's time for people to get shamed for being fat.
Should we bully people online, Mike, about their weight? Bring bullying back. Make America great again.
That sounded pretty horrible when it came out of my mouth. Let me restate that.
Yeah, restate that again. Yes, let's try that again.
People need to be brought awareness
Awareness. I love that.
on the unhealthy facts of being overweight.
Overweight.
That's what I should have
Yes.
said. Stop eating, you fat pigs.
That was a very politically correct answer you gave, Mike, and I appreciate that.
I tried to be.
Since
Oh,
we will
excuse
be
me.
working for Tel Aviv soon, so this
the
is good
Jews.
practice. Yes, we'll be working for Tel Aviv eventually, folks. I'm looking forward to that. When we sell out, and yes, we will be accepting money from
Tel Aviv.
Israel soon.
Tel Aviv vision.
There you go. Very
Anyway, all
nice, Mike.
I'm going to step out and let you finish the show. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for checking in with us tonight. Thank you for listening to me and Michael. Michael, thank you for having me on. I had a good time.
I had a great time with you, my friend, and I will see you on the other side.
All right. Talk to you later, Michael. Good night, everyone.
Take
Ciao.
care. And there he goes, boys and girls. That was my partner in crime, the one and only Mr. Myke Hideous. Yes, my goodness. What a program that was. I had fun. I hope you had fun too. That was a wild one, which I appreciate. I'm sorry if I didn't take everybody's call. I know I only took like one call, but a few people did call in, but we were in the thick of it. I was having a good time talking to Myke, talking to you, and shit happens. What can I say? But that was a fun one. I really liked that one, and yes, time really flew on by. My goodness. And yes, I am looking at that time, and it is that time once again, boys and girls, to say goodnight to all of you. I hope you enjoyed that one as much as I did. A special thanks to the man of the hour, Myke Hideous, and of course the depressed Hawaiian out there. Much love to you too, my friend. Epstein is still alive, Dublin Sane. He might be. He might still just be alive, folks. That is the harsh reality that we do live in. That possibility right there, but yes, much love and respect to all of you. Thank you so much for pressing play and hanging out with me and my co-host, Myke Hideous. And yes, I know I say this almost every show now, but yes, the shop will be returning soon. I'm still revamping things, making merchandise out there for all of you out there. It'll be good, I promise. And yes, if you want bonus material, please go to patreon.com/Michael Decon, and that is where gold falls from the sky. Good God. This was a wild one. Thank you. I'll see you soon. Signing off from Huntington Beach, California, my name in fact is Michael Decon, and I shall see you on the other side. And with that said, the world is a mysterious place, and life itself is a mystery. Until next time, mahalo.